And we're in live and all that good stuff. Hello, Dan.
Good evening.
Woohoo! We're back, bitches! It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, that's me tonight. I'm giving you nothing. You got to work for it.
What else is new?
Charming. Let's see how you handle the show without me. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'm here for a while.
This happened like 3 times while we were before the stream started. He's just like, "Oh, well, I'm just going to leave you to do this." And I said, "Okay." and then, he's like, "Oh, wait, don't do that." And then I was like, "Okay, well then good. Follow my rules, bitch." And then later on he's
spurious.
Like, yes. And then
spurious accusations.
Oh, terribly serious. Whatever the fuck you said, man.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm English and I happen to know what long words mean. Apologies in advance, everybody.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm telling you.
Oh, crikey. I've been rumbled.
Yes, you have. Haha. And not the shitty, platform either. The actual... I rumbled you to your core.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Can you turn your mic a bit... Wait. What did Jen say? Can you put your mic a bit louder? I can't turn mine up. Let me turn down Dan just a little bit. See if that helps.
Well, I see how it is.
That's right.
How it is.
That's right.
Nobody puts TYTD in the corner.
Aww. Well, you say that, but we may possibly do that tonight depending upon how things go. Just looking in chat here, we got Miss Paradox, we got Jen, we got Joe, and I think I'm missing somebody. Was there anybody else that I missed?
Paradox, Joe, and Jen. I think that's everybody who I've seen so far. And to Joe, I'd also like to extend my fondest contrafibularities for his wonderful comment about the English language. It's quite experimentatious.
Is that like needing strategery?
It certainly is, and whilst you do your intro, I shall manipulate over his wise contributions and extrapolate an invigoratory stance forthwith.
You know what? You should have stopped while you were ahead, honestly. I'm just saying.
That's my problem. I always just take it too far.
Well, yeah, you thought that you were ahead, but you're just a behind.
Oh, God. I haven't drunk enough for this.
No, you haven't.
So, Triv, how are you today?
Oh, I am sweaty as I don't know what I'm as sweaty as, but I was outside working and it's like 100,000 degrees outside, so yeah, I didn't shower, so it's a good thing that people are elsewhere. Oh, Paradox reminded me that her popcorn still needs to be buttered. Go see our concession stand. They might be able to help you there, I think. I don't know. But how are you?
Do you want to... I was going to say to Paradox, do you want to butter your own popcorn, or would you like someone to administer butter to your popcorn? That's the bigger question.
I mean, I have spray olive oil, but that's not really the same thing. I don't think that's going to help.
A little dabble, do you?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
She says, options. Oh, God. Okay, well, I will let you ponder your options. Let's see. Jen says there's this one video that did English versus English from the U.S. There's cats. One cat asked why he was the way he was. Like, okay, this guy speaks English, and then he was like, what? It was because it was UK English. Yeah. Well, I tell you, you get some of those videos that do the translations. Those are funny. Like, especially like
Oh, yeah.
Cockney and what was the other one? Was it Geordie or Yorkshire?
There's Geordie. That one sounds inaudible to a lot of people because it's a very thick accent. Brummie is another one. Scottish, certain thick Scottish accents can be quite fairly impenetrable. There was a language we used in the UK in the LGBT community called Polari, which was a fascinating one. Definitely look that one up if you get 5 minutes. And a very interesting language. It was basically a way for LGBTQ people pre sort of 80s to communicate that they were part of that community, because at the time it was very sort of frowned upon to be a part of LGBTQ. So they'd speak in this language to let other people know that they were safe, and other people would just think they were speaking nonsense, but they were actually having a very polite conversation.
So it's kind of like in what is it? Not in Spanto. What the hell is it called?
Esperanto.
Esperanto. Thank you.
Yes, the language of the Esperanto.
And we got Kurt Smith in chat too. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, glad to have you aboard, man.
Woohoo!
Oh, and to answer Joe's question, while you live in Devon, Shropshire, Hammerston, Hamilton, I'm from Little Cockwomble upon the Heath. So.
Oh my God, your frog is in a bidet. Oh shit! Ah!
My hovercraft is full of eels.
Your hovercraft?
My hovercraft is full of eels. Treat me kindly, waiter. I cannot wait till morning.
My nipples explode with delight.
I will not buy this tobacconist. It is scratched. Jen says, is there an English language that I don't understand? Well, like I say, there's some parts of Newcastle upon Tyne where they're speaking English, but the accent is so thick and heavy that it can be very hard to decipher exactly what's being said. Same with certain parts of Scotland. There are parts where the accent is so very, very thick it's hard to kind of decipher. There's parts of the West Country as well, places like Cornwall and Devon, where the accent gets very, very heavy and it can kind of be hard. If you ever watched Hot Fuzz, that scene where they go to talk to the old farmer about the bomb, and he's kind of like, Barney, Marnie, Murner. That's that is actually what they sound like, some of them, and it can be very, very hard to figure out what's being said. But a lot of them are in good sort of understanding that their accent's quite thick and can slow it down for stupid people like me. So,
can you imagine them doing porn?
Oh God. And there was regional porn back in the day. The people would, yeah. Oh God. Oh, that's a rabbit hole we probably shouldn't get into on this stream, but yeah.
Probably
Jeez.
not. Let's see here. We got DMC Campbell. Hey man, I hope you're doing well. Hey Dan and the lovely Triv, your potato been upgraded yet? Kind of. I do have new parts in my old potato, so it's kind of part bionic potato, part otherwise. It's still doing some of the same dumb shit that it has, so I need to down the way pursue other pursuits for that, while still keeping the integrity of, the potato, whatever that means.
Remember, guys, like the stream, because every time you don't like the stream, Triv's computer gets closer to death.
Oh God, don't say that. That's rude. My potato is the best potato.
It is. It's one. I've never met a spurd I didn't like.
No, even I guess jacket potatoes are especially pretty awesome. But
yes.
Let's see what else is here. May Rimmer live dead forever. Bouncy. Oh, and Kurt got the secret word. Bouncy.
Yes, so we were back again with the secret word for the show, ladies and gentlemen, and hot on the trail as always, Kurt Smith rose to the challenge and regained his crown as the Right Royal King Kurt with this week's secret word, Lorks a Lordy, my bottom's on fire. So, well done, King Kurt, forever may you reign, may ever shall the Cubs be successful, etc., etc. You control the horizontal and the vertical.
Ad infinitum.
What are your Yes, and may your proclamations be glorious as always. Hail, King Kurt.
Yes, hail to the king, baby.
Hmm.
Well, let's see what else we got here. DMC says, my parents were from Newcastle. They still have some of the accent, even if you're living in New Zealand for 20 years. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing as well about accents in the UK, and I don't know whether it's the same in the US. When you move around to different places, you can gradually sort of lose the accent and pick up the regional dialect a little bit
yeah.
easier. So people who live in Liverpool, if they move to somewhere in the West Midlands, for example, they can sort of lose that Liverpudlian accent. But as soon as booze gets involved again, that accent comes roaring back. I know so many people who live in Birmingham, and Birmingham has a very, very thick accent. The second they go to the bar and have a couple of shots, that accent is back with just fire. And it's quite hilarious. I mean, like I said, I don't know whether it happens with you guys. You know, maybe somebody from Alabama moves to California, loses the southern accent, and then has a couple of shots of whiskey, and suddenly they're talking about, you know, velvet and velveteen. But
Kurt, yes, we do have an accent. It's not an accent anyone else here in the States, but you go anywhere else and yes, we have an accent.
I am painfully aware of the stereotypical accent, having basically hung around with Midwesterners now for like 2 years. So.
Oh God.
I don't know what it is about you crazy Midwesterners. You seem to find me, and it's very upsetting and disturbing.
Well, weird British people keep finding me. How do you think I feel?
We're not so different, you and I.
Well, that's kind of the truth. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Joe says his Premiere crashed and he's got to get a new external. I hope that you're okay, man. That sucks when that happens. I got several SSDs going on and they seem to be working okay, but my graphics card seems like it's causing issues, which is a thing. We'll figure that out later. Let's see. Oh, Jen, you are in California. I thought that you were, but I hope everything's going to be okay. Are you, not to dox by any stretch, but are you in the general affected area, or are you okay? I hope you're going to be okay, basically. Let's see. We do not have accents in the Midwest. Yes, we do. You go elsewhere, and you have a freaking accent.
I was going to say, I like Joe's mention as well. Booze is a great language equalizer. Yeah, because as soon as everybody has 3 or 4, we're all talking like this, and it's all great. Yeah, great. We're all great. It's going to be fine. That's how it goes. Just everybody kind of mellows out into that. Yeah.
I gain a weird, like, when I drink and I get, like, pissed off, I gain a weird Irish accent. It's not like an actual, it's just, like, certain words. Like, I'll be like, you get back to the house! And it's just weird.
Triv, that's because you have an extensive Irish background, so...
Actually, my background is a theater.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm in the theater presently, so... You know.
Are we?
Yes.
Shit, I wondered why my carpet suddenly went sticky. I thought I'd had an accident. No, I was... Jesus, wow, how did you do that?
It's theater magic, man.
Why is there a popcorn bucket in my hand, and why is it not buttered? Can somebody butter my popcorn?
Well, I would suggest that both you and Paradox go talk to the concessions people, and they'll get you all worked out, so...
I just don't want to have to visit a back alley popcorn vendor again to get that, illicit buttery goodness that I so desperately seek.
I can't help you there. Anything that happens outside the theater is outside my realm of normality, so I can't much help you.
Well, I want to speak to your manager.
Yes? Can I help you?
I want to speak to your manager's manager.
There is no manager's manager.
Okay, put me on the phone to God or Woody Allen. One of the two will help sort this out.
I mean, I could also send you to, the Killer Pineapple. He might be able to help you, but he might also murder you, so I'm not sure if you want to go that route.
50-50. Tell you what, let me take a rain check. I'll get back to you, but I think he'd be good. I think he could help. I think he could probably help.
Absolutely. Just looking back at chat here, Jen is in the line of the hurricane. I know that it's kind of been here and there as to what's coming, but definitely stay safe. Be where you need to be, and that, of course, that goes without saying.
Absolutely.
We're keeping you in mind.
Oh yes,
Excuse me.
absolutely.
What else have we got here?
Impressive.
Oh, thank you. Let's see.
And
Irish is Joe's default foreign accent. Paradox goes full Jersey. Not Jersey, English Jersey, but like New Jersey. I now do you
oh,
gain
so he.
do you
I'm
gain a
going to do
bump it?
a terrible New Jersey accent. Was you're like, he was the best guy around. Just sort of full on Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Hey.
I have to know though if like the full Jersey goes like if you gain like a bunch of animal print shirts and like your nails get really long and funky, you get like the big bump it in your hair. You know, does that happen too, or is it just in your voice where that stays?
What is this? An American B-52 singer in London?
Oh hey, and this is an extra late birthday present for DMC. Well, happy
Hey, many
birthday,
happy
man!
returns, man.
I hope you're well.
Hope
And
it was a good one.
it's Jen's birthday on Monday as well, so we're kind of doing a double birthday stream here on top of King Kurt. I'm not sure how we celebrate. I guess maybe the Bastarding Ball of Truth or the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth.
We do have the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth back in action, guys. You win a game tonight, you can ask the ball, and the ball knows all. So
I think that
something to play
DMC
for
and
tonight.
I think that DMC and Jen both deserve at least a couple of questions to ask the Bastarding Ball.
It is their birthday. I will allow a question to the Bastarding Ball. It just has to be a yes or no question. So, Jen, DMC, if you want to post your yes or no question in the comments, as soon as I see it, I will ask the ball because, like I say, the ball knows all.
Absolutely.
So.
And Paradox says it's a full body performance, and Joe says gotta love Dan Hidea's shoulder hair if you go full Jersey. And let's see here. Classics is in the chat. Hello, Classics. We hope you are well. Welcome to the show. We'll get rolling here in a few minutes, I think. But we'll wait for Jen and DMC's questions if you'd like to ask.
Yes.
So what else is new in your world?
MacLeod, long time no see. Hope you're keeping well.
Absolutely. Any other things going on your neck of the woods there, Dan?
To be honest, it's just been very, very busy. Like I've been mainly kind of like having a big old chuck out of various bits and pieces. Today I did my dad's tool shed out, which was hilarious. Basically it was floor to ceiling full of tools, most of them rusted into dust, and it was filled with rats, which was fantastic. I couldn't have spent a Saturday any better. It was great.
Not sure I believe you. Are you sure that you enjoyed your time spent with the rats?
Hey, you know when you got to tuck your trousers into your socks, you're in for a good time. So.
Oh, absolutely. That's like the baseline. If you're not tucking, even if you're wearing shorts, if you can't tuck those suckers into your socks, you're not going to have as good of a time.
No, absolutely not, and because obviously I am the Raccoon King, it meant that I could communicate fully to the rats who are subservient to the raccoons, and they would do my bidding. Unfortunately, these were fairly loutish rats, and, after sort of spooking them out of the tool shed, they learned their place in society and fled back into the woods, so that taught them. Other than that, it's basically, obviously... I put a message out a while ago saying I've got to pause the channel for a little bit because of stuff that's going on with my voice. I've had a bit of a development on that, which is quite good news. I've been put on some steroid medication. Basically, they don't think it's throat-related anymore. They think it's sinus-related, which makes a bit of sense because, basically the entirety of my sort of throat and face area was just, inflamed. I've been on it now for a week and a half, and it seems to be making things kind of better. They're not any worse. They sort of are improving a bit. They say it takes 2.5 weeks, and I'm coming up to a week and a half on it. So, things are looking good. I mean, it hasn't necessarily stopped the pain. It's still a bit sore, but my stamina has improved drastically. I can now go for a lot longer. So,
awesome.
Hopefully, with a bit of time, I've been told to rest up a little bit, not to do too much extensive talking. Which is why I'm kind of being held captive here by Trev. She was just like, Dan, you're doing a stream tonight. And I was like, I can't. My voice will explode. And she was like, too late. We're on the stream. And I was like, oh, no. yeah, so like they say in like a week and a half or so, it'll have sort of had maximum saturation, and I'll know like basically what my voice is going to be like going forward. And from there, I'm going to start sort of looking at planning for the channel and seeing what I can do and what I can't do. So yeah, it's all coming together. I've cricked my neck in the last few hours. That's the thing that's currently bugging me. Like I'm fine if I'm sat upright, but if I bend over at all, like I start getting a little bit dizzy and my neck hurts. So
That's not
I'm
good.
enjoying. Yeah, no, it's not great, but you know what? The power of love, joy, and family that I find in this group chat here tonight, the vibe in this room here tonight, just warms the heart of my bosom and the bosom of my heart.
What?
What I'm trying to say is my
I think.
bosom is swelling with pride. My bosoms are very excited to be here tonight. My bosoms are delightful
Okay.
and are delighted for being here as my bosoms are. Bosoms.
Is that what this is sponsored by? I was gonna play the whole thing like, oh, I fell asleep. What were you talking about? But I couldn't keep it up because you went off on bosoms, and the word bosoms is generally
Yes.
quite funny.
Tonight's show is sponsored by my bosoms. My bosoms. They're tingly and a little furry.
Oh God. Well, speaking of bosoms, okay, in chat, we got Geek Squeak joined us.
Did you just call our audience bosoms?
I did. They're not boobs, they're bosoms, because you want people. You know, bosoms are good. They're warm and friendly, and you keep them close. And apparently, your voice stimulates James's Shatner's bassoon.
It's good to be back, James. Thank you. Makes my bosom swell even harder. Wait, what?
Let's see. We also we've God, I'm sorry, my brain's not working. So we got James and Liam and Davey in chat. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Jen did ask a question back here. What was the world's best movie, box office wise, like grossed highest around the world? I think she was asking that as far as the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. We can try and answer that, but Jen, it's a yes or no question. It's a magic 8 ball. So, if you wanted to say, hey, was Things the highest grossing movie of all time?
The ball will answer that.
Yes.
I mean, it probably won't get it right, but it'll answer it.
And let's see. Kurt says, you went back and listened to the Ed Wood discussion, and you let a shit a shit sneak past you, so it just squeaked out.
Story of my life.
Jill says, "Where's the Brotherhood of the Cruciform Sword you need, or when you need them for rat disposal, huh?"
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know, this is the thing, and the difficulty is because it's not my sort of house where this tool shed is based, because I'm doing sort of helping my mum sort of get through various bits and pieces. She didn't want exterminators coming to the place to kind of scope it out because it was in such a state. She was embarrassed to let people in, which meant that I spent like just ages going, okay, I guess I'm dealing with the rats. Fantastic, this is great. So in fairness, they were fine. They cleared off as soon as I got in there, more or less. It was the poop that was the worst part of it. There was so much poop. So much. Just wall poop. My bosoms were not pleased.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. DMC says, will Dan be sending any more British food for Trev to try? So that's a question
okay,
for
let's give this a go.
Exactly.
Okay, so will Dan be sending more delicious British food and squashies for Trev to enjoy so that her life can be better?
Yay!
Oh, my balls. I'm shaking it. There.
Have they fallen off?
The ball says prospect is good.
Nice.
So, yes. There will be more delicious food coming your way.
Nice. I was gonna say I tucked into some wine gummies tonight, and those are freaking fantastic.
Oh, fantastic! Oh yeah, wine gums. They're really solid. I should get you a bigger box of them. At Christmas, they do these huge, great big tubs of them. So.
Oh, I bet. Let's see. Jen says, "Will I win the lottery?"
Will Jen win the lottery? Oh, it hurts. I can't walk anymore. And my balls. The stars say no. Womp
Oh.
womp.
Jen, we still love you. And we
We
will send
do.
you
We do.
treats or something to make up for the lack of lottery. But you know, by the time that
Absolutely.
they take out taxes, you're getting like $10 anyway, really.
Yeah. And you know, the future is not yet defined, my friend. It flows like water. You pour it into a cup, the future becomes a cup. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You might be able to ask the ball again another time, and it might change your luck forever.
Absolutely.
So,
And in the meantime, there are bosoms.
everybody loves bosoms.
Let's see what else is going on here. Kurt says, "What is it with you Brits and humidity?"
Oh god, it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity, man. Like we're on it's 28 degrees Celsius today. That was the peak. The humidity was 94%. It was insane. We were just boiling alive. It's horrible. It becomes swampy over here because we have a very humid air and very decent. It's like basically Florida weather. Like imagine Florida weather, but everyone has solid brick houses that are insulated to sort of withstand -20 weather. And
Oh
people are just
God.
like,
He said
yeah,
humility,
just
not humidity.
my bosoms are confused by this.
No, he says, "What is it with you Brits and humility?" I accidentally took
Hey.
that as humidity.
I'll have you know I'm the most humble guy around. The humblest, some might say.
And real quick, going back, I apologize, Joe. He says as far as British sweets go, licorice and whatever the hell a boiled sweet is, like that you should send
Oh, they're
me.
great. Oh, yeah, I've got some stuff set up. Here's a list of them. So I've got some chocolate limes that I'm going to be sending your way. They are boiled lime-flavored sweets, kind of like Jolly Ranchers, but inside is milk chocolate.
Ooh, that
Um,
sounds good.
yeah, yeah, they are. They're really nice. They're sort of traditional sweets. You can go and get them from sweet shops and all. Then I've got some licorice black currants, which are again kind of like a Jolly Rancher that tastes of black currant juice, but inside
Ooh.
is a piece of licorice that kind of dissolves alongside it like a sherbet. Very nice. What else have I picked you up? I've picked you up some. I think I've shown you some Bourneville hot chocolate, which is dark chocolate hot chocolate.
Oh, I love dark chocolate.
Yeah. So you can use it for baking or you can use it for drinking chocolate, but like both are fantastic. It tastes like drinking dark chocolate, which is just amazing. What else have I picked up? I picked up something not too long ago called pear drops.
Ooh.
Which are traditionally kind of car sweets. They're the sort of things you put in your sort of glove compartment and you sort of pop one in while you're having a bit of a drive. They taste very strongly, not of pears, but like of the most synthetic pear taste you've ever had in your life. So if you're not a fan of pears, you'll probably hate them. But like a lot of British people have a strong nostalgia for it because it reminds them of trips to the seaside. So
Oh, cool. We'll have to take a
you'll
trip down to
probably
the
like them.
Mississippi and see the Mississippi River, not Mississippi, the state, and see if I can get that same feel, you know.
No, absolutely. Oh, James says chocolate limes are really nice. They are. They currently sell them. There's a supermarket over here called B&M. They sell them there for like 70p a bag. So I picked a couple of them up. But yeah, if you like chocolate limes, go and grab them. They're really good.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Liam says, in other things, I've been watching Doctor Who chronologically. Today I watched Spearhead from Space, and not gonna lie, it was a bit jarring to watch in color.
You know what? It's a bizarre thing that you say that because me and Trev have been working through classic Doctor Who as well,
Yeah.
on and off over the last few weeks. We've done an entire season of Patrick Troughton now. We did season 5, sort of from Evil of the Daleks through to Wheel in Space. That was a trip and a half, let me tell you. We're currently doing season 2 with William Hartnell, so basically everything from Planet of the Giants through to the Time Meddler, I think it is. But we're also dipping into Pertwee. We did the 3 Doctors a few days ago. That was really good fun.
Oh, so fun.
The thing to bear in Oh yeah, absolutely. The thing to bear in mind with Pertwee's era is watching Spearhead in Space in color was a bit of an oddity, because the vast majority of people in 1970 only had black and white televisions. You wouldn't really get color until probably around about season 10, season 9, season 10, depending on how well off you were as a family. So yeah, I can understand why it'd be really odd watching Doctor Who in colour when you've been sat watching it in black and white for like, the equivalent of nearly 10 years.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, and also Spearhead was the only one shot entirely on film. I
Wow.
really need to get the Blu-ray of that at some point because it looks really nice on Blu-ray. They're full HD 2K scan. So like it looks, you can see every inch of Pertwee's cheese and wine party nights.
As long as it's civilized wine, right?
Oh, the most civilized.
Let's see what else we've got here. James says my nan used to have them, but I haven't had one in years. Joe says send her some English Rolos. Oh, that's right. We were gonna do that.
So.
I need to send you some American Rolos too. At some point.
Please, I'll hook you up with some English Rolos. We have them a lot. There's one, Joe. If you do get a chance, there's one over here you have to try called Matchmakers.
Those
they're
are
like
fantastic.
really long. Yeah, they're like really long, thin strips of chocolate. We normally have them at Christmas, but they do a mint flavor and they do a honeycomb flavor. The honeycomb one tastes like Butterfingers, and the mint one is just like a really nice mint chocolate. Definitely try them if you can. They're very, very nice. Very rich though. Be careful.
Absolutely. Let's see, what else did I miss? Jen says it's like the one time my friend, read underwear as made with Satan as compared to satin.
Oh no. The power of undies compels you.
Oh my god. Let's see here. Let's see. James says next time I go to B&M, I'll look for them. Liam says plus Spearhead was the only one shot in 16 millimeter. The Blu-ray looks gorgeous. Didn't port over any of the DVD extras though.
Bastards.
Yeah, exactly. James says I do plan to do a marathon with James Bond's film the first time in 9 years. Oh, very cool, man. I've yet to get into Bond properly, so hopefully I'll jump on that train at some point. But on that,
to be honest,
good.
I was just going to say actually, if you're talking Bond films, like Connery is all right. I reckon, Trev, you'd really get on with the Roger Moore era. The Roger Moore era is when Bond gets a little bit goofy and fun. Roger Moore's my favourite Bond. I'm not a massive Bond fan per se, but like Roger Moore's era is like kind of the exception. He does all the genres. There's a blaxploitation Bond film,
oh god,
which is just incredible. I've never seen anything like A View to a Kill, which was Roger Moore's last film, is one of my favourite films like ever, just because of how utterly ridiculous it is. It's just insane. It's great. So yeah, if you want to do that, I've got them all. I'm more than happy to show you them anytime.
Absolutely. And one question too for the Americans in the audience: if there's things you think I should send to Dan, go ahead and pop those in chat too, because
would enjoy. Do pop it in the chat, and I'll try and secure some. So.
Kurt, what is a chunky bar? I don't know that I'm familiar with that. Let's see.
It's a chunky bar where everybody over 300 pounds goes for shots. I'm just saying, because I'm over 300 pounds and I like shots, so we can make this happen.
Understood. Let's see here. Let's see. Liam says, remember that Moonraker is not science fiction, it's science fact. Oh,
Liam, as well, fun fact about Moonraker, Professor Zaroff from the Underwater Menace is in Moonraker. And he's hilarious. I can't wait for the animated version to come out because I really want to show Triv because it's like MST3K level cheese.
Oh,
so.
That sounds awesome. Let's see.
Yeah.
Jen says, did we lose connection?
I think we did, but I think we're back.
Oh god, I don't have anything here as far as drop frames.
Yeah, we're back. Basically, it dropped very briefly and then popped back in again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You guys didn't miss anything. We were talking about chunky bars and Professor Zaroff from the Underwater Menace, and
I am so sorry. I don't have any drop frames on this end. I do apologize though. On that note, maybe we should jump into a game. You guys, not to interrupt the James Bond chat, but maybe it's up to you guys. Do you want to keep gabbing or you want to get into a game? 100% up to you.
I'm happy to game. It's up to you guys. Liam is absolutely correct, by the way. Joseph First is in Diamonds Are Forever. Apologies, it's because of the moon buggy scene. I got confused for a second. Oh, it's great.
See, all I can
really
think
is.
when you talk about Moonraker, because I've seen scenes from it, all I can think is Moon 02.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I get that vibe. I really do. See, Moonraker is one I'm not that keen on, like generally speaking. I find it a little like after The Spy Who Loved Me and Live and Let Die, I find it's a little bit dry compared to those two. But it's got its moments. It's certainly fun enough. The baddie in it is wonderfully bizarre. Very strange man.
Nice. I like it. Well, I guess one more. Apologies. I didn't mean to like screw with the flow of the conversation by any stretch. I haven't played Rifftrax in ages. I need my fix, man. I need my fix.
Joe, I will not take Sheriff Pepper slander in this chat. Sheriff Pepper is one of the greatest characters ever to feature in a Bond film. Sheriff Pepper is, Triv, just to fill you in, Sheriff Pepper is the most stereotypical Alabama sheriff you've ever encountered in your life, and he's basically a sidekick to James Bond for like 2 of his movies. He turns up doing like the whole, what in tarnation, who go? There's a scene where he gets pushed into the water by a baby elephant.
Oh, God.
It's just
So more or less stereotypical. More or less stereotypical than Buford T. Justice?
More.
Oh my
more.
God,
As
really?
Liam points out, there's a bit here where he goes, a secret agent on whose side? Just like... Me and Ben of the Comedy Dining Experience, we did full commentaries for Live and Let Die and The Spy Who Loved Me and The Man with the Golden Gun. And whenever Sheriff Pepper turned up, we literally just spent the entire time he was on screen going, it sounded like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. It was just... Oh, it was a time and a half. What a time to be alive.
The 70s was its own thing, wasn't it? Or was it 80s?
It was. Sheriff Pepper, the guy who plays Sheriff Pepper as well, one of his last acting roles was in a UK-US co-production of a film called Whoops Apocalypse.
Oh, God.
And he plays a character very similar. Also features Michael Richards in blackface.
Oh,
again,
God.
which is even like the writing was on the wall, but yeah. Watch Whoops Apocalypse. It's fun. It's got Rick Mayall in it in a very early role.
Nice. My friend always referred to it as Live and Let Die or Superfly Bond.
Oh, that's very accurate. Very accurate. My 2 favourite quotes from any Bond film are from that film. There's one where he goes, Bond comes in and says, what's your name? And the bad guy goes, names are for tombstones, baby. And I'm like, what a line. Fantastic. And then there's a bit further down the line where the guy asks this person to sort of take a gamble on something and she gets it wrong. And his response is, you had a 50-50 chance and you weren't even close. It's like, great. I love Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die, The Spy Who Loved Me, and A View to the Kill are my 3 favourite Bond films of all time, just for how absolutely insane they are. They make Casino Royale, the Woody Allen, Orson Welles version, look like The Godfather.
Oh my God.
They're insane. They're just... Yeah, like if you ever just want to dip your toe into Bond, these 3 films are nothing like what the rest of James Bond is, but those would be the 3 that I would recommend.
Nice.
Also, R.I.P. Yaphet Kotto, Kananga was fantastic.
I was going to say the only Bond film that I've actively seen in theaters or basically anywhere else was the one with Christmas Jones and Pierce Brosnan. Tomorrow's Not Enough.
Right, so I'm a little
Maybe?
the world is not enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, A View to a Kill is a fantastic Bond theme. Was it Duran Duran or was it Aha? No, Aha did The Living Daylights, didn't they? Yeah. View to a Kill is a fantastic song. Really, really solid. There's a good extended mix, like a 12-inch version on YouTube.
That's what she said.
Really solid. Ooh, yeah. Cool. You know what I mean? One for the lads there, lads,
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Hey, lads, you know what I mean? Hey, lads, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. Hey.
Jen did say that we need to do a stream where it's just gabbing and stuff and they ask us questions. And I think we needed to do that anyway because for the charity stream thing we did back in like March. Or was it April?
It's been a funny old year.
Oh,
Um,
yes, it
and
has. Oh
not
my
just for
god.
me.
No, I
Triv's been
know.
having an interesting time too.
Oh god,
But yeah,
half the reason I haven't put out anything, well, one because it's been nuts, but also I had surgery back in July and still recovering from that. I'm doing okay. It's just it knocked me off my perch for a bit. So, hopefully getting back on track with all that. So, but yeah, so not quite the same, but yeah, anyway. Um
we're both getting there. Hopefully by December we'll both be in a reasonable place.
That's right. No, guys, I'm doing good. It was an abdominal thing. It was something that had been building for a while, and got it taken care of. And I've got some interesting scars to show from it, but much on the other side of it, and I've got more energy. I'm more, ready to kick some ass and take some names. So we're doing well.
It's great because whilst me and Trevor have been watching Doctor Who, we've been doing the recreation of the scars scene from Jaws. It's been fantastic. This one, Rattlesnake, 93, got me when I wasn't expecting it.
The one thing I can tell you is coming out of anesthesia, I made sure to tell everyone that I was not wearing pants. Everyone in the room got to hear that very loudly and clearly that I was not wearing pants. So,
which is a quintessential Triv moment if ever there was one.
It seems like it, yeah. I also got to keep all the barf bags because they all fell on the floor, and in a hospital there's no such thing as a 5-second rule. So if anybody needs really fancy barf bags, I can hook you up.
Ooh, me.
I'll wrap one up for you for Christmas.
Unfortunately, us English people, we are unable to barf. We simply do sick. So,
you can just say
you are
they're
there for a moment.
Do sick bags if you like. They're green too, so they're, I don't know, environmentally friendly or some shit.
You are there and you are fine, and then suddenly you do sick, and you have to go up to people and say, "I have done sick," and they go, "Oh no, why did you do sick?" And I go, "I don't know, I just done sick," and they go, "Clean it up," and I go, "No," and leave their establishment.
Oh my god. Kurt, I will most certainly send you a barf bag. It would be my pleasure. And on the note of sending things, one other thing I just remembered to bring it up. But I put out a poll on Twitter a while back, asking if anybody would like mugs with my logo and things like that on them. I guess merch. And I've got a couple put together. I've got them up on Etsy. I just need to finish kind of filling out the procedures and policies and shit. But I'll put that up on Twitter and Instagram and such. And if you're interested in buying a mug, definitely stop by and check them out. They're a little bit more expensive, but shipping is included anywhere in the States. If you're not in the States, I will do what I can to make you a good deal that way. And I guess it's about it that way. Let's see. Let's see, Joe. All my surgeries ended with the nurses telling me to please stop shouting because I swear like a sailor stepping on a Lego. Oh my god. Oh, Joe, that's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, yes. Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Oh my god. Oh, he's got a yak.
I want to answer a couple of...
Good.
Oh no, I was just going to say, to answer anybody questions in chat, For Your Eyes Only by Sheena Easton is a fantastic Bond song. There's an extended mix on there that is just chef's kiss.
Nice. Okay.
Something like that. I also have a yak chest hair too. Oh no.
Oh, Svengoolie is showing Conga tonight. Oh my god. That's awesome.
Oh damn. Oh, that reminds me, I've got Ingagi on my shelf at the minute, which is another Giant Ape movie that was made in the 30s.
Oh, very cool. I love the old school like stop motion stuff like that. But I don't think anything can top Ape. That.
Yeah, well.
Oh my god.
I don't know, maybe if the ape was a little more psycho I could get into it a bit more, but
no, we don't stand psycho apes around here.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, the blonde.
So anyway, I saw Child.
Good.
I was just gonna say. So anyway, I saw Child Bride last night. That was fun.
Did you watch it with the commentary on though?
I'm gonna do that tonight. Post this stream. I got like 10 minutes in, and it got to like 4 in the morning, and I was thinking, I've just witnessed one of the most depressing films I've ever sat through. I'm not.
Fair.
You know, it makes the devils look like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not.
Does. It
Yeah.
does.
It's so depressing, and the child nudity genuinely disturbed me. I was sitting there like I was not expecting it, and when it happened, I went, "Oh shit!" and I had to like immediately shut it off and be like, "Am I going to jail now? Is this what the fuck is going on here?" I looked it up. Apparently, there's some loophole that means it's okay, but like it's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But the exploitation movies of that era were a different beast, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the guy who did it, Kroger Bab, he did another film called Father Bingo, apparently, which was a exploitation film about a priest who runs an illegal gambling racket.
Of all the things that a priest would do illegally, I don't think that most people would think an illegal gambling racket. And not to say that they don't gamble, but in the grand scheme.
Well, it was kind of set up like a Reefer Madness type sort of scare film, and the idea was that this priest was, doing this illegally, and that he was going to be judged for it in the end. But yeah, don't watch Child Bride. It's a terrible film. It's horrible. Just nasty, gross weirdness.
Well, like I say, not that the commentary helps, but it's with a film historian, so you kind of get like a little bit better idea of the why and some of the stuff behind the scenes. So it's yeah. Anyway, let's see here. I'm just looking at chat. Let's see. Liam says, I still think the ape feels like an extended sketch from the Kentucky Fried Movie. And Kurt says, aka the movie MST3K refused to riff.
Yeah, I can see why. I thought wasn't it Kevin Murphy? When somebody asked him why they didn't do Child Bride, Kevin Murphy said, "As soon as the credits rolled, I had to go and take a shower and then clean my shower."
Appropriate.
Frank said something as well. Frank Conniff said something really witty about. I can't recall it to my head, but his quote about Child Bride made me laugh as well. He was just like, I watched it and was like, no, but he said it in a much more funny way.
Well, and he has a tendency to do that really well. Looks like Kurt says John Waters' main influence was Kroger Bab.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Definitely. Those mountain people have a lot of influence. I mean, if you watch that and Multiple Maniacs back to back, you can see the influence pretty heavy. It's weird as well because like you also pick up a lot of Ed Wood influence through John Waters. Like if you watch The Violent Years and then watch Female Trouble, they're like almost identical movies basically in terms of how they're shot and how they kind of are set up and acted. That's the one thing that surprised me in doing this for nearly 8 years is you start noticing when you go back and watch the old films, like stuff from the 30s, 40s, 50s, that people like David Lynch and John Waters were just very heavily influenced by trash cinema, cult, weird films that were made on Poverty Row for 20p. These guys watched those movies, utterly fascinated by them, and then went and made Eraserhead and Pink Flamingos and Dune. I mean, I find it hilarious that there are moments in Dune that can be traced back to Plan 9 from Outer Space. Wonderful.
Or
absolutely
Glenn
wonderful.
And Glenda, like when we were watching those before. By the way, if you haven't, sorry, I can't speak. Dan put out a series of reviews for Ed Wood movies, and him and Kurt and I did kind of a discussion after that, kind of talking through some of the main ones, and definitely worth a look. I don't know if you want to put your link in there.
I certainly can do. 1 second. So the set is called The Wild World of Ed Wood, and we go through all of Ed's filmography and we break it down. We sort of go through in detail about the life of the man, and we find out if his films are really as bad as people say they are. And the answer actually might surprise you.
Yeah, it's a fantastic set. Definitely check it out if you get the chance. Also, hi to Raymond Smith in the chat. Good to see you again, sir. Hope you're well.
Ray, nice to have you aboard. Absolutely. No, I was going to say as well, the extended chat that me and you and Kurt had about the history of Edward, there was a lot that was on the cutting room floor, so I'm hoping to try and put that together as a little sort of freebie video that'll pop up on YouTube, hopefully talking a
Nice.
bit more broadly about cult cinema, hopefully in future. So keep an eye out for that one, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Should be good.
Absolutely. Well, shall we jump into a game or 2 or 5?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Told you, I'm giving you nothing tonight. You're on your own.
You bastard!
And I do it again.
Oh, I tell you, some people's kids. Okay, so Rifftrax the game. Get ready. So the website is rifftrax.games. And also, Jen, I don't know that we ever said anything about it specifically, but we do have a plan. We did have a plan to do kind of a Q&A thing where people could submit questions beforehand as well as the night of, to kind of do like a live stream with that where it's just kind of chatting. Things get in the way. But we will talk about it in the next couple months, getting that out. There's a couple of other ones that we need to do too. One was a drinking stream of, was it the Day of the Tiger? Day of the Jaguar?
Day of the Panther, one of the greatest Australian martial arts movies ever put to film. And by Brian Trenchard Smith, one of the greatest, I'm going to say Australian, maybe, film directors ever. He did a fantastic job. It's really good. You should come and join us for that at some point. It'll be great.
Absolutely. And then also we will have once we get Dan figured out with all that stuff, the plan was to do a karaoke stream. He may need to do spoken word karaoke, but we'll kind of play that by ear. So, in addition to whatever it is we do normally, we'll also be doing that. Oh, he directed Leprechaun 3 and 4. Holy shit. That's amazing.
I forget which ones was that in space or in the hood?
I think In the Hood was later, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not as well versed with my Leprechaun films, unfortunately. I should brush up on them.
Oh,
I've got 18 Camp Blood movies to get through at some point. So.
Oh, and so much more classy than Leprechaun movies by a long shot, clearly. 4 is in space. Okay. Dan can karaoke Henry Higgins stuff from My Fair Lady.
Perfect.
Let's see. Jen says, Liam says, I want to see The Man from Hong Kong at some point. It's George Lazenby playing the villain. Nice.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Triv, did you check the pictures I had in chat about my friend working on Bill and Ted? I didn't. I will check those out after stream. I'm scared to do too much else to my computer for fear that it will turn into a baked potato. But I'll check them out after.
Oh, but Triv, baked potatoes can be fun.
Not in this case. Not if I'm trying to run a stream. Since you're not giving me anything, I kind of got to do all this myself.
Right.
All right, everybody. So it's rifftrax.games. We'll get this party started. And you'll just have to let me know if volume is not enough or too much. Alrighty. So. Alright, so your...
Time to make movies funny.
All right,
with Rifftrax the game.
JP is the go-to link. And I'll set this one out if we need to. So we got one more spot. Get in there, you sexy bastards! Woohoo!
I noticed that Wheat Straw is playing now. Is that PT Wheat Straw? Are we dealing with the guy who's got the power of the devil?
Probably. All right, well, we got a full thing.
Have you ever seen PT Wheat Straw?
Go ahead and jump in there if you still want to do audience. Feel free to jump in there, which I'm gonna do real quick. Hang on here. HCJP. Okay. All right, we're off and running, bitches. Woohoo!
Here we go, guys.
What Hello, aspiring
has he
riffers.
had?
In each round of Write a Riff mode, a movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke, or riff as we call it. If you're stuck,
do enjoy
you
a
can
good
choose
riff.
a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals.
Speaking
a
of,
slight
just
point
saw
deduction.
Rifftrax last
Everyone's
night did
riffs are
Rad.
played back, and
It's
you vote for your
fantastic.
favorite.
If you're a fan of
At
Rifftrax,
the end of all the rounds, the
this was a
player
really
with the
good
most
one.
points wins.
I've got the digital copy coming soon. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Round 1.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Oh, it's kind of cool now. They updated the kind of layout for this game, so the little posters on the walls change, and then little pictures
Oh,
above the
nice.
speakers change too, which is pretty cute.
Oh, that is cute. I like that.
Yeah,
They got The Last Man on Earth.
Yeah, and they did like Samurai Cop and a bunch of others too. So
Yeah, sure.
tis fun.
That sounds good.
Tis so much fun.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So I was going to ask, have you seen any Rudy Ray Moore films?
I have seen Dolomite and oh god, what was the other one?
So there was Dolomite,
Disco-
the Human Tornado.
I think it was the Human Tornado that I also saw. I have not
There was
seen
P.T.
Disco...
Wheatstraw and Disco Godfather.
Okay, I've not seen Disco Godfather or P.T. Wheatstraw.
Oh man, I got to hook you up with P.T. Wheatstraw.
Nice.
What are you waiting for, my
Bananas,
children?
it's great.
Come on!
Oh great, deers are pulling the sleigh. I hope they don't fart.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
I will take you to my cave and do things that would probably cause YouTube to catch fire.
Isn't it on fire anyway?
Mm.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
We've got 24 hours until Pingu gets back, so let's surprise him.
Oh shit. Is he gonna piss all over
Newt
everything?
newt, motherfuckers.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
We're going to register as a sex offender.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
It was at this point that the police surrounded Santa Claus and arrested him for being a child murderer.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes.
What are you waiting for, my children? Come on!
Let's kill Mrs. Mavilda.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Dolomite is good fun. I've also seen the biopic Dolomite with my name, or Dolomite is my name with Eddie Murphy, which is great. I've not seen it, but I've heard that it's good.
It's solid. It's definitely good fun.
Uh,
They do take a few creative liberties, but it helps keep the things nice and
I don't know
flowy.
if that's any of that stuff though. It's gonna have some of it. James says, I think mine crossed the line. I mean, as far as ones here, I think you're okay. None of them looks like too crazy.
Yeah. It's all groovy. We only have the one rule, don't be a dick.
Exactly. Hey, good job.
Well, I, for one, am impressed.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
thank
this
you,
lets
guys.
you vote for 3. I forgot about that. Hey, everybody pulled points. Congratulations.
Winner, winner.
I'd love the
Round
polka
2.
soundtrack.
I love Mikey.
Mikey, it's over! It's go time, Mama
Fucking love
Jama.
Mikey.
Enter your riff.
Such a fun, strange... It's banned in the UK. It's such a fun film.
Why is it banned? Is it the woman violence thing?
No, so basically around the time that Mikey came out, there was a horrific child murder that happened in the UK. And basically a film about that it was committed by children. Children killed a child, basically in a horrific, torturous way.
Oh, so
So
Slender
the BBFC, basically, so like this film came out around about the same time, and parents were like, "This film is going to teach kids to kill kids." So the BBFC were like, "Yep, okay, banned." They just never showed it, and it's never been released here since. It's a campy, good bit of fun. I had a right good laugh with
This
it.
film doesn't have nunchucks, so Furman might unban you.
Mikey, it's over!
My hammer. My beautiful hammer.
Mikey, it's over!
Oh yeah, do the kid from Jerry Maguire next.
Mikey, it's over!
Nothing is over. Nothing. You don't just switch it off.
I understood that reference.
Mikey's over!
Nevair RR.
That's how I'm going to pronounce it going forward.
Mikey's over!
Never.
Nothing is over. Nothing.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Got some Judge Dredd fans in the chat, and I am here for it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's okay, Jen. No worries. That's why they offer the riffing options, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Ray, I'll have to check out your Mikey riff at some point. So, yeah, no, it's a good fun. I do recommend people check it out. Very daft. I didn't know you guys had so many electrical outlets in your bathrooms.
Normally it's just one or
Might
two.
be a champion riffer in the making.
It's like the house that Mikey lives in. The bathroom has like 18 electrical outlets and like 5 people die from things being dropped in the bath.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kid looks like the kid from Troll 2. Yeah, he kind of does.
Round 3.
What does it take to win your business today?
Oh god. I'm having flashbacks, man.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
I need to think of bosoms.
Ask yourself, what would bosoms do?
Yeah, Jen, the riff option is a nice option. They most of the time they work pretty well as far as like good options. It's just you know, it's sometimes they get a little random, but yeah, overall that's a very good choice. So, James says,
Just want to take a moment to say welcome to the 9 people watching currently. You're all lovely people, and I really sincerely mean that from the bottom of my bosoms.
Do your nipples explode with delight?
My nipples are just delighted that you guys are here.
Could they cut glass?
You could light a cooker off them, yes.
Let's see here. Joe says, back in the 90s, the only job I could find was telemarketing for the local paper. I was in a room with women and the only one not selling, so I faked a woman's voice and started selling. You know what?
Now, are we talking like a Python-esque woman's voice? You're like, I'm so terribly sorry. I don't know. Or was it like an actual attempt?
I think it goes sexy or not at all.
Go, move.
You need
move,
a paper.
move.
Why don't you have a paper? Please buy a paper. I'm so cold and lonely. Will you come join me? Ooh, there you go.
What
Sultry
does it take to
Kathleen
win your
Turner.
business today?
1 in the
Very
pink,
nice.
2 in the stink.
What does it take to win your business today?
Cooperation. Failing that,
Oh, no.
emigrating to Yugoslavia.
Oh my god.
What does it take to win your business today?
I'll take it a step further. Fuck a 50% discount, 100% discounts. I'm going to work for Evergreen Capital.
Nice.
What does it take to win your business today?
Sex. Plenty of sex. Also a daft conspiracy to blow up Triv's theater, but mostly sex.
Oh, fuck you.
What does it take to win
Your
your business?
theater got blown up? When did that
You
happen?
can start by telling me what kind of porn nipples you see on that computer. Of yours.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Oh my god. Joe, I look forward to someday hearing your sultry woman voice. That would be fantastic.
Hey, Joe, you're always welcome to jump on the microphone and get in here. We'd love to hear it.
Simply stunning work.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Now what is the pink and what is the stink spoken of here?
I think you know.
Do I?
I think we're all grown-ups here. We've got to protect the
You look
children
like you
in
might
the
be
chat.
hungry. Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
It's that time
One of the
again.
1,000 movies. Was
Enter
this an
your
Eric
riff
Roberts
now.
movie? Yeah?
You better believe it was an Eric Roberts movie, and he was giving 0%.
Oh, like he
The
does
best
in every
percent
movie.
in an Eric Roberts movie.
This is one of the.
He used it all up.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, he used it all up in the mid-90s, and then after that, he's just been, like, stuck, so...
No, fair. Which one of us hasn't used it up in the 90s and not had anything to give since then? I mean, what?
Exactly.
That
Story of my life.
I was just gonna say that's one of the 2000 movies that Eric Roberts was in that year.
Oh god, Bigfoot versus DB Cooper.
Yes. Yes.
Oh god. Oh god, oh man.
Yep.
Oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh
Yep.
god, oh man.
Ooh, and the 8th Doctor Who movie.
You look like you might be hungry.
Yes.
Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
Why? Why are we trying to riff a talking cat? It should be cast into the fires of Mount Doom.
Hey, you look like you might be hungry.
Linnea
Do you
Quigley,
want me to
Joe.
find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
I always dress for the occasion.
Hey, you look like you might be hungry. Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
They said when the owner is dead, cats eat the owner, so maybe don't go just yet.
Hey, you look like you might be hungry. Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
I want lasagna. I don't care if it kills me. Garfield isn't a cartoon. Get over it, human.
Hey, you look like you might be hungry. Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
But I gotta be done by 6 p.m. I've gotta appear in the Doctor Who TV movie and I've got a DREZZZ for the occasion.
Hey, you look like you might be hungry. Do you want me to find you something to eat?
Wow, I am good. Sure, buddy, let's eat.
Not even Frankenstein was this much a pushover.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
Looking here, let's see. DMC asks, good question, can a 90s Triv match wits with a present-day Dan? Probably not. I'm actually better now than I was back in the 90s, so say that however you will, but,
This is one of the few things that you can say about both of us. We've both had a glow up with time. It's kind of like, you know, Jay Bauman from Red Letter Media. When he first turned up, he looked a little bit beavery, and now he actually looks kind of like, you know,
normal?
you know what I mean? A little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, man,
you know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Good.
Yeah. We've both had. I look the best I have ever looked, and that's saying something.
Okay,
Also, just to add
Rifftrax,
one quick point
it's
onto Joe's
the
thing, Linnea
final
Quigley was
round.
the special person in Bigfoot vs. DB Cooper. 1 second.
Come, Canoe. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
Are you
Feels
the
like
next
we're going into the
top
Twilight
riffer?
Zone there.
Enter your riff.
It was, yeah. But Linnea Quigley didn't actually sign up to be on the movie. Basically, David Dakota just had some audio from a session he'd recorded with her like years ago that hadn't got used in a film, so he just like took it, wrote a scene to put it in, and then credited her in the movie. And she does the commentary on Bigfoot versus DB Cooper, and for most of it she's sitting there going, I have no idea why I'm here. I didn't even attend one day of recording for this film. So
You know what?
the more you know.
Respect the hustle, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Dakota is very much the Ed Wood of today. Anything he could get his hands on to like get a film off the ground, he'd do it.
Oh, I can bet. Do you think he could, to kind of echo DMC's thing, do you think he could match wits with Ed Wood?
Maybe, but that's only because Ed drank like a fish.
That's a good reason.
Like it'd be Ed would go to throw a punch, and David would just like take one step back, and he'd fall on his arse. So.
Okay. Oh, we forgot to say goodbye to Raymond. Raymond, if you're still here, hope you have a good night.
Yeah, you take care. Have a good one, man. It's been nice to see you. It's been a while.
Absolutely. And has anyone ever fed their cat lasagna? I cannot say I have.
Come, Canoe. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
I've just seen Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I cheered, I shouted, I fist pumped the air.
Come, Camille. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
To Camelot.
Dun 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 dun.
Come, Camille. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
Smeg off.
Come, Camille. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
Let's go to the other room and.
So, that deleted
Come,
word was
Camille.
so.
Staying here won't
Absolutely.
help any. Come with me.
And she was never seen again, but she won't be complaining if you get what I mean.
Because they'll be
Come,
sewing.
Camille. Staying here
Yes,
won't help any.
absolutely.
Come with me.
With their
You're needed on the
sewing
set of Hawaii 5 to 0.
vibrators.
Got your favorite?
With
Vote
their
now.
sewing. What? I didn't know you ladies had those.
Yes.
I'm going to need a little bit more information there, Trevor. I feel like somebody's just told me that horses can sing. What?
Well, Mr. Ed could sing. I mean, no, you just attach needle to the end of it and it goes, continues the rhythm and you just kind of run it along. It's an impromptu sewing machine, really.
So, guys, the last couple of months has been really hard for Trev.
That's what she
she's
said.
Not been able to stream with me, and it's kind of got it down. So, could you guys just clip
We're all
this bit,
waiting.
and we just need it so we can show a psychiatrist at some point. When the inevitable sort of sectioning and getting it committed happens, we need these clips. We really do.
Oh, yeah.
Check out the high score on this one, people.
Very nice.
And the winner is...
Oh, nice job, Dan. Oh, shit.
Thank you, guys.
Both Jen and Joe got kicked from
And
the
we have
server.
a winner. Let's give him a
God
hand.
damn it.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Fuck. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that.
Sometimes it can just be a brain fart on their end,
Yeah,
on the
but still.
Rifftrax server side. Yeah, it's a shame though. You guys are awesome.
I am sorry about that.
I am the wiener.
Let's see. Technology Professor is Liam. Mr. Bungle is Wheatstraw. Future Coda Man is James. Aqua Champion 2 is Febicus. And Hallway Cop is Jen.
Beautiful.
Oh, Stefan will. Oh, sorry, Kurt. Run to the kitchen, do your thing. Do your kingly duties. Yes, I said duties. Anyway, we will.
If Kurt has any proclamations
What's
to
better
make
than
before he
riffing?
goes, we will honor them
More
still.
riffing.
By the way, I saw.
Triv, do you want to jump in on this one?
Yep, I just did.
Yeah.
Joe says I just blame my internet because it's a crappy provider. I'm about a month or two away from fiber. Well, that's great. Congratulations, man.
Fabulous.
Excuse me. We've got room for one more if anybody else wants to jump in.
I'll give it a minute because I've just taken part, but if no one jumps in or if Kurt, just see if Kurt wants to jump in as well.
Also, I thought it was just me. No, Jen, it seems like it's happened for a couple, so I'm glad you. I feel bad that you guys get kicked, but I'm glad it doesn't 100% kick you. I just saw, looking at the room code, I just saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night. It was just fantastic. If you haven't seen it and you have an interest in it, it is such a great movie. Highly suggest. So.
You know, I need to go and check that myself. I have heard some really, really good reviews. Apparently, it's very kind of it gets the balance right of pulling a little bit of nostalgia in for people who like that kind of thing, but taking it in a nice angle that feels fresh.
Oh, 100%. The one thing I watched, I did coming up. I've got a collab for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and the one thing that it's lacking is that creepy moment where oh god, was it Donnie? Opens up his mouth. No, sorry, Leo, when he opens up his mouth and There's like the actor, the guy playing the role, because like opens up the mouth and you see his mouth inside, and it's like nightmare fuel, and it's fantastic. Oh shit, we lost people. What the hell happened?
Oh god.
It looks like Joe. No. Okay, Jen's back. Who?
Oh,
I
Jen's
don't know who the other person. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going before we lose you again. I cannot abide.
Hello, aspiring riffers. In each round of writer riff
go ahead.
mode,
What were you
a
saying,
movie
Dan?
clip will play.
Oh no, I was just going to say with Joe, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the dropped frame stuff myself. I understand it's a stylistic choice, but...
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
But, yeah, no, I mean, it wouldn't be a deal breaker for me, but, yeah, I'm not a fan of slightly jolty animation style. I think the last film I went to go see in the cinema myself, I went to go watch Barbie, like, twice, and I might pop a third viewing in before it goes out of theatres. That film is nuts.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's one of those films they don't make anymore. It's very, for starters, it's very colourful, and it isn't really ashamed of what it is. Like, a lot of films try to shy away from being a bit corny and awkward. Barbie goes like full tilt into that, and I had a lot of time for it.
Nice.
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
Not just any fat man. He is Santa Claus.
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
Truman Capote?
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
On today's news, that is no way to talk about my mother that way.
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
The popcorn you've been eating has been pissed in. Film at 11.
That was not at my theater.
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
If only Tim Allen was here. I've heard he's really good at disposing of faggots in red suits.
All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
Stupid Saturn. I mean Satan. I mean Santa.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Oh, how was Haunted Mansion? I had heard like mixed reviews about that.
Yeah, it's been out for about a week over here. I find it really bizarre that they're releasing a Halloween-themed film in July, August time.
Yeah, they did that with Hocus Pocus though too.
Yeah, it's just like it's a surefire way to make sure your film doesn't like make the maximum amount of money it could make. You put that thing out in October and you'd probably get a decent pull on it.
Well,
but
look at this hot shot.
Nice job. Jen nailed it there.
Woohoo, nice. Wasn't the first Die Hard a summer release? It might have been.
I think it was, yeah.
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Into your riff.
I need to rewatch Blood Harvest at some point. The story behind the scenes of Tiny Tim on that film is so heartwarming. Because like he'd never done acting before, and his manager kind of managed to wrangle him a horror film because Tiny Tim wanted to do a horror film. So he sort of turned up on set really sheepish and awkward and didn't really know how to read the lines. So Bill Rebane, who the guy who directed Blood Harvest, had to like literally talk him through every single scene of the film. And they had to kind of do takes where he'd do like a sentence of his lines and they'd do 20 takes of that one sentence of his line until they got it. And then they'd move on to the next line and the next line. And all the way through, he was so like humble about it. The guy was just constantly apologizing for not being able to go quicker and not being able to figure out what the director wanted because he just had no idea how to movie.
Right.
And by the end of it, he was like, I really enjoyed it. And everyone was like, how? You spent days doing like 2 pages of script.
James is right. There is no shame in watching horror movies outside Halloween, but I think for the vast majority of folks, like your average person's not gonna watch that, like, outside of Halloween. To some extent.
No, absolutely.
And what are you doing in this house?
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine. Aha, living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
And what are you doing in this house?
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
Don't step in my cum, it's slippery.
And what are you doing in this house?
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
I don't want to go tiptoeing through the tulips, motherfucker.
And what are you doing in this house?
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
I told you before, I don't want to be your Harley Quinn.
And what are you doing in this house?
I just come to welcome you home, Jill.
Bozo the clown? I thought I made you up?
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Oh god, Liam, that sounds like a horrible production to have been on Extra 2 with Jan Michael Vincent. Jeez.
Oh, Jen said the only reason they didn't do the movie outside of Halloween was because during Halloween they're gonna have tons of movies like Five Nights at Freddy's, Saw, The Nun, so at least it would be on Disney+.
Fair point. Fair point. I mean, I'm at the place now where I'm kind of saving Halloween films because I know I'm going to be watching them in like a month and a half.
Nice job.
So I want to... Very nicely done. I want to save all the Friday the 13th because I'm going to do them all over Halloween. But like I've had a real itch for some Jason recently.
Well, there's creams for that.
3.
I've got a case of the Jasons.
Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
Time to bring the funny.
God.
Enter your vote now.
Oh no. Joe has some good advice to keep Michael Vincent in check. Just hang a bottle of Jack Daniels to the left of the camera. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what, honestly, to go and see next in the cinema, to be honest. Like, the Saw films don't really do it for me. There's a Hellraiser double bill coming to one of my local cinemas in the next week or two, so that'll be fun. Yeah, they're doing Hellraiser 1 and 2, which will be good. 4K versions as well, the Arrow releases.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah, but like, you guys get all the fun movies. Like, you guys have like drive-ins where they play Blood Feast and shit like that. We don't get that stuff. The best we get is they're showing Terminator 2 next month, which I've seen like 3 times in the cinema already.
Oh. I do know, like, with drive-ins here, they tend to show modern stuff. Like, occasionally, like, during COVID, they showed, like, double features of, like, Footloose and, like, Ferris Bueller. But by and large, at least the drive-in around here, they don't have the old school ones. But maybe closer to?
Who is that? Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
We shouldn't have put super glue in his lube. Ain't we stinkers?
Who is that?
Oh no.
Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
I've heard it'll take another hour for McConnell to start functioning again.
Who is that? Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
Ow.
Who is that? Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
Nah, let's wait to see which eye the pigeons remove first.
Who is that? Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
Oh god, someone call the police.
Who is that? Hey, do you think if we stick around a while we'll find out what happens? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some limbs would fly. Then we can use the arms to slap the nurse.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
I just saw a really interesting documentary on Pirates World, which is where Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Buddy was filmed. fascinating park. It was supposed to be like a kiddie park, and they brought in stuff from all over that was super kid friendly. And then on the other side of that, they're doing like all these hard rock concerts, like there's drugs and booze and all that stuff, and it's such a weird juxtaposition.
Oh damn. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it was a fascinating place. I think it was only open for like 6 or 7 years, but they had their little park, and then they expanded a ton, and then they expanded again, and it just kept growing. And then it just died.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like Action Park. Have you ever heard of that one?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there was a documentary on Max about that.
Yeah, Class Action Park. I saw that a while ago. Wild. Love the idea of it. Terrifying though.
Oh yeah. I would absolutely agree.
I checked, just to answer some of the questions in the comments, I checked my local cinemas for what they're showing on Halloween. Basically, like the first week of October, they're showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I've seen about 4 times in the cinema. And they're showing Saw, the original Saw, on the 12th, and that's
follow
it.
Me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Which is upsetting to say the least, because like last Halloween, all of my local cinemas didn't do anything either on or before Halloween, and it looks like it's basically going to be more or less the same this month. Like,
oh shit, really?
It's, yeah, they don't seem to do anything. It's really, like, there was a time about 10 or 15 years ago where they would, do stuff around Halloween. They'd put stuff like The Evil Dead on, or Halloween, or Friday the 13th, or Nightmare on Elm Street, things like that. But these days, like the last 2 years at least, they've had absolutely nothing on. I think the most they've ever done is, I think last year one of them did a screening of Ghostbusters in mid-October, and that was it.
No. Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
I just came. This never happened to me before.
Does it always smell like waffles?
Rats.
No. Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
You can smell my farts too.
Does it always smell like waffles?
No. Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
It is too late to saw I have a waffle kink.
Does it always smell like waffles?
Oh no.
Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
Stupid cow.
Does it always smell like waffles?
No. Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
Does it smell like waffles outside? 'Cause that smell makes me horny.
Does it always smell like waffles?
No. Follow me, we'll go outside.
Okay.
I'll be waiting for you in my quarters, covered in maple syrup.
Okay,
Whoa.
we all had a good
Tonight
laugh.
I get to be
Now
your
time to
waffle.
Oh,
Oh, Liam, that sounds awesome. That horror film festival at your uni. I hope it goes really well. See, this is the thing. Like, I don't want to go to the cinema on Halloween night itself, because what I do on Halloween night is I buy a small bevy of booze, and we have like a big open top sort of buffet where you pick what you want, and we just blast through horror films throughout the ages, like from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. But like, any time before Halloween itself, I'd love to go to the cinema to watch films. It sounds fantastic to do that, but they just never put anything on. Or if they do, it's stuff that always gets kind of put in rotation.
yeah, and that's always the hardest part. Like they do that through fandom events. They'll have like the classics, or they'll do different things, and it's great. But it costs an arm and a leg to go to, and it's always awesome to see that stuff on the big screen. But it's just like, how many times can you see it? You know?
Exactly.
I love the polka. Like, that's great.
Okay, riffers.
Oh, it's so solid.
It's the final round.
Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
It's that time again. Enter your
Oh, hi,
riff
Mark.
now.
I mean, there's a good drive-in that Joe Bob does like conventions from. Joe Bob Briggs. I think it's called the Mahoney Drive-Thru.
Okay.
And they show all kinds of stuff. Like a couple of weeks ago, they did a double feature of I Drink Your Blood and I Eat Your Skin, which in and of itself is a great double head. Well, I Eat Your Skin's a piece of shit, but everything else. But I Drink Your Blood is great. They show Cannibal Holocaust like semi-regularly. They actually, make the drive-in what people want to go and see in the drive-in, which is exploitation grindhouse films, like classic ones played on film.
Joe, I think that sounds really good to send him a Heath bar. That would be cool. We'll have to. It's basically like toffee and chocolate. It's a.
Ooh.
Making
Sounds like my kind of party.
Is it? Is it? No, kidding.
Yes.
Yay! They call it English toffee over here. Do they?
Oh, I do enjoy a piece of English toffee. Almost as much as I enjoy orange sherbet.
Take your time. Just sit here
Mark,
quiet.
you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
Nor me. Selfish cunt.
Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
I learned it from watching you.
Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
Now I need you to put on the wig and dress, and I need you to be mom now.
Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
I know, Dad, but I didn't mean to walk in on you having sex with a chicken.
Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce. Mark, you know it hasn't been easy on me since the divorce.
Don't make it any harder by forcing me to feed you to the pigeons who pecked out Santa's eyeballs.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
You know what? That crick in my neck just healed with that one.
Oh, I'm glad. Let's see. You know your English because you pronounced sherbet properly. Let's see. Kurt says, I remember striking a conversation with an employee at the local indie cinema, and he floated around doing an Ed Wood marathon, or an Ed Wood screening, but I don't know if you draw a crowd, but I'd be there. And I think that's a thing, like, the people that come out for that stuff, as long as you advertise it, there will be people that come both that are fans and people that are, like, curious.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say as well, because he puts a comment further down saying I was going to apply, but I don't know if I'd be able to program what people want. A lot of that time, people don't know what they want, and it's your marketing that, make them turn up. I mean, look at things like AGFA or Vinegar Syndrome. They buy up licenses for films that no one in a million years would watch, but they market it in such a way that makes you go, oh shit, I gotta get my hands on this. A monkey driving a tank in an action movie? Sign me up.
Or Bat Pussy.
Yeah, if you can be excited about the films you're programming and you can convey that to the audience through marketing, you got them sold. I'll turn up for anything.
Absolutely. Hey, good job, Jen.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Nice. Nailed it.
There can only be one.
Joe, to answer your question, I don't think I was being ironic. I think you genuinely, there is that thing about understanding how to, say sherbet or Anyway, yeah, the way you say it properly.
Sherbet.
Sherbet.
Like Jay Sherman and Bert and Ernie had a baby, and its baby was named Sherbet.
Sherbet. Let's see. James was Moose Baby, Fireman Bill was Weed Straw, Starman was Liam, the Grocery Witch was me, and the Spring Sprite was Spevicus.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Jen, you have won a question on the Basting 8 Ball of Truth. So if you want a yes or no question answering, now's your time.
Games and enter your room code.
Wash. Joe. I don't say wash. If that's, yeah. I think a lot of folks in this neck of the woods would say wash. I am not one of them generally. Now the big question is roof or roof? Let's see here. So,
Triv, what's that thing that you read?
A book?
Or is it a book?
It's a book.
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 Is it creek or crick?
Crick.
See, growing up, I lived next to, the name of the thing, everybody referred to it as crick, but it's a creek. Oh, no, Jen, go ahead and join in. Let's see.
I have a crack in my neck.
Roof, not roof. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, that's a good one. Caramel. Caramel.
Caramel.
See, I always, yeah. There's a lot of weird ones like that. You get into an argument with someone from the South, and it's always interesting to see, like, the way things they line up.
I know a few people have problems pronouncing, a few American friends of mine who I've spoken to about Doctor Who have had problems pronouncing Patrick Troughton's second name. They always say Troughton or Troughton.
I know that I've screwed it up a couple of times, but is there anybody else that wants to jump in? I can jump out if necessary. I guess maybe I'll just play and you can join as an audience member, I guess?
I had a couple of Southern American friends who used to pronounce Christopher Eccleston's name as Christopher Elkerson.
Really?
That was very strange.
Hello,
yeah.
aspiring riffers.
That would be very
In
odd.
each round of Write a Riff
Like
mode,
Alka-Seltzer.
a movie clip will play.
Right.
Every clip has a spot to write your own joke, or riff as we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals.
That's not good
At
that
a
you
slight
had an
point
evil
deduction.
grandma. I'm really sorry, man.
Everyone's riffs are played back, and you vote for your favorite. At the end of all the rounds, the player
No,
with
I'm
the
not.
most points
I don't
wins.
doubt it at all. I've seen cases with like that too.
Round one.
Marla, don't touch that.
What's the problem, Sam? It's just a scar.
Oh, I loved riffing this movie.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Ironically, she would say "warsh." Yeah, that's the weird. I think people have those trigger words. Like, I have a friend that says they're going for Italian food instead of Italian food. For some reason, that just kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I never say anything, but it always kind of gets me when. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do they write in italics or?
No, they write it. They
Marla,
don't think they've ever used the word.
Sam? It's just a scar.
It's not a scarf. It's 3 butthole raccoons holding each other's tails.
Marla, don't touch that.
What's the problem, Sam? It's just a scar.
Michael Keaton.
Marla, don't touch that.
What's the problem, Sam? It's just a scar.
Ah, his carrot touched me in a very uncomfortable place.
The back of a Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Sam? It's just a scar.
Ah, it's Michael Keaton.
Marla, don't touch that.
What's the problem, Sam? It's just a scar.
Surprise. It's Frosty's revenge bitch.
Marla, don't touch that.
What's the problem, Sam? It's just a scar.
Oh great, now we have a low-budget snowman that is going to follow us around and kill half of the town. Alright, pull out your boobs.
I do like some
That's your
bosoms.
favorite? Vote now.
Bosoms.
Bosoms.
Bosoms. When I grow up, I want to be an Adrian Barbobot.
Frank, it's kind of weird. So I riffed this movie with a friend of mine, and at the very end in the credits, they actually say, "Do you know where the carrot was?" Because there's a one point where Shannon Elizabeth is like inside of Frosty, and it's like, where did the carrot go?
Oh no.
With chainsaw hands, Buzz.
I've got the sequel on my shelf. I really need to watch it.
I do too. I've never watched that one.
No. Apparently it's like a summer film. It's really weird.
Oh, very odd.
Hey, Joe gets it with chainsaw hands. Bzzz.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Okay. Take a deep breath and.
Oh, it is
enter
such a
your
fun movie. With the southern friend I have, we would get into whether it was like sack or bag, or pop or soda.
Don't worry about it.
Elon's aggressive because he's scared to fight with Mark tomorrow.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to go bite it back. When I get back, let's go find that low-budget snowman and shove that carrot up your rear.
Kinky.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna turn into a urinal raccoon.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis a flesh wound.
Don't worry about it.
Grow up. It's not like your arm is going to fall off.
Don't worry about it.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I think you'll live.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Rest in peace, Harry Goz. Indeed, that was a big loss to the animation world. I love C-Lab 2021. I've got them all on DVD.
Oh man,
I need to rewatch at some point. The Bizarro episode is so fun.
Were those the puppet?
Also,
oh no, I'm thinking the wrong thing. Sorry.
It's like a Hanna-Barbera type thing where they took a load of animations from a show called C-Lab 2020, but they animated it for Adult Swim.
Nice.
Yeah. I also say a can of pop, but that's just because I'm British, and if I say soda, it makes me sound a bit strange because of my accent.
You don't sound strange anyway.
Well, I know. You know, one of these days.
Well, look at this hot shot.
But it works with your accent, Joe says. So posh.
Oh, thank you very much. I do occasionally quote the old Fig Newton advert, and I'll turn to my partner and say, "It's not a cookie, it's a fruit Newton."
That's it. Back him in.
Oh,
Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, you have to try harder.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Oh, thank you for that, Kurt. I don't know why I got those screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, James, I say a can of pop, or I say I'm going to get a fizzy drink. Like I say, soda just doesn't sound quite right to me, but then I also find it a bit weird when Americans say a can of pop, or I'm going to go get a pop. Because, like, pop to me is such a quintessentially British word. So, like, when I hear Americans, I'm like, no, you're not supposed... What are you saying that for? No, you crazy kids, stop it. I think Joe wants an ASMR version of Newton. Newton.
Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, have to try harder.
I miss my donkey.
That's it. Back him in. Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, you have to try harder. That's it. Back him in.
Nice.
Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, you have to try harder.
If you don't try harder, you're only getting dead elf carcasses for Christmas. They're usually reserved for Piers Morgan's kids.
That's it. Back him in. Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, you have to try harder.
Why do we have to touch this Mont's donkey? I mean, last night he made me pet his monkey.
That's it.
Why is he wearing sunglasses?
He didn't get you to spank it.
Exactly.
Come on, you have to try harder.
I need this donkey for my donkey show for Ice Cream Bunny's bachelor party.
That's it. Back him in. Bring him in. Bring him in. Come on, you have to try harder.
The glue is not going to make itself.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Oofed.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, it did, Joe. It definitely did. You know, that would be a good supercut of sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You stole 50 fizzy lifting drinks. You get nothing. day, sir!
I said good day.
You're right. Pop is weird when you're talking Midwest because, like, there's a section of the population that calls it pop, but then past a certain point, it's soda, not
would be
pop.
a good time to vote.
It's weird.
And then you get the hybrid of soda pop.
Yeah, that is odd. And then you go down south, and it's like Pepsi Cola or Pepsi. No, what is it? It's Pepsi. Oh God, I can't remember what it is. But it's whatever it is. Like everything is a Coke, but it's like a Pepsi Coke or like a cherry Coke or a orange. Yeah, I don't know. Like Coke is the kind of general word, or maybe for soda or for anyway.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
So, question for the chat, I guess. So, obviously, like I say, I'm sort of giving Triv a bit of a smattering of classic Doctor Who. She's seen a lot of post-Tom Baker stuff, at least from what she's told me. Do you guys have any recommendations for any kind of Peter Davison, Colin Baker stories that I could show her? Because it's a bit of a minefield, and I have a couple in mind, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts.
That is a good thought. Oh, I think that Jen's character thing is Octoman. Kurt, I'm pretty sure because he's got multiple arms going.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, well, I don't like sand because it's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Demon cat.
Oh, for
Put
God's
it in
sake.
Triv S Theater when I blow at UPT.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
I won't as long as you don't tell what I did to my teacher last night. Oh, and that man.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Yet more evidence that Eric Roberts is a descendant of the Wicked Witch of the West.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
We're by the pool, not a confessional.
If it means anything, I don't like water at all, except if I stick my paw in the faucet. It feels so weird. And I drink from the toilet sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
I did almost die once though, when I ate a pot noodle.
Oh,
Time to place your vote, fellow
What a way to
riffers.
go.
Oh, no doubt.
I noticed there's some tea chat going on. You know, I've had Lipton iced tea, which is sweet tea apparently, but I like it, but it doesn't feel like it's legitimate sweet tea.
Well,
Friend of the show, Nick, sent me a 30-ounce Buc-ee's cup. There's like a thermos flask thing, so I normally fill it up with tea first thing in the morning, and it's like the equivalent of 4 cups of tea, and I just drink that basically through the day. It's quite wonderful.
Oh,
Okay,
Joe, I'm
riffers,
so sorry about that.
It's the final round.
Jen, and you're able to get... I don't know why it's doing that to you.
Wait till you meet my sister.
Okay. Take a deep breath enter your riff.
Oh, and thank you for the recommendations, Liam, by the way. Vengeance on Varus and The Two Doctors are classics. They're ones I've definitely got lined up to show at some point. For Pete Davison, so far at least, I've shown The Five Doctors. I've got The Caves of Androzani I want to show at some point, and Mordred Undead, because we've been in a bit of a Brigadier phase for quite a while now. And Mordred is a great little big Brigadier story.
Quite a show.
Nice.
Wait till you meet my sister.
Fuck you, you giant creep.
Quite a show.
Wait till you meet my sister.
She a bosom lover.
Quite a show.
Phil Collins considers
Wait till you meet
literally
my
right.
sister.
She has the talent of having 1,000 anal raccoon emerge from her anus in unison.
You know what? That's impressive.
Quite a show.
Wait till you meet my sister.
She will show you a fun time. Know what I mean? Wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more.
Quite a show.
Wait till you meet my sister.
They like to scream in bed.
Quite a show.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Wait till you meet my sister.
She's Gary Busey.
Great hair.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
You can do it!
See, we don't have Southern Sweet Tea over here, Joe. The only Lipton that we have is a peach tea, which is literally just black English tea with peach flavouring in it. I don't think I've actually had like proper American iced tea. I
can
imagine
send you
it's
some
quite
if you
nice.
like.
It sounds good.
Better hurry.
Hey, I wouldn't say no if it's offered. That'd be very kind of you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we
I don't-
have peach and we have lemon, but that's it.
Sorry about
So-
that. I didn't mean to interrupt. If there's suggestions for iced tea in chat, I don't drink tea myself. But if there's suggestions, like good ones to go with, you'll just have to let me know.
Well, I, for one, am impressed.
Ooh.
Oh, I've had Bundaberg. Bundaberg is very good. They have root beer and ginger beer over here. Top tier. Good rec, DMC.
Nice job, James. Congratulations.
James! Nice, nice.
3 cheers for the top ripper.
I was gonna say, Joe, I've had I picked up some Yorkshire tea for my parents, and it was very British.
Oh yeah, Yorkshire tea is the top tier tea. It's very, I mean, I always go Yorkshire tea or bust. There's loads of different brands. It depends what tea you go for, because like some of them are kind of shite. The most popular ones are a little bit rubbish, but Yorkshire is fantastic.
Alrighty. Oh crap! I missed the things. Okay. Well, let's jump into another game here.
Ready to riff?
Oh, James, as
Here
well,
we
you can ask a
go.
question to the Bastard and 8 Ball of Truth. If you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask, I will shake my balls for you.
And he will shake them hard.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. So the code is UYSH. So chat, with summer drawing to a close, is there anything that you're trying to hit up before the end of the summer?
Was that question to me? Sorry.
Oh, kind of generally, but you too.
Oh. So, like, basically in the UK, and I don't know whether it's the same for my British counterparts on here, but the last 2 months it's just been tropical storms and humidity, and that's it. Like, the highest our weather's been is like 28, and the humidity's constantly been like between 80 and 95%. So people are just boiling alive over here. So there's lots of stuff I would love to do, but it's all dependent on whether the weather picks up or not. If it continues to just be a tropical nightmare, then I'm just going to sort of shut down and wait for Halloween. But I'd love to get to the beach. That's the one thing I've wanted to do this year, is spend one day on the beach, if the weather's good enough. So,
oh, absolutely.
That would be me.
I think you should. I mean, is there
How about
anything
yourself?
better
You,
than... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, how about yourself? Have you got any summer frolics planned, or...?
Well, being that I've been out of commission for God knows how long, I think a lot of my stuff is going to be trying to fit in as much as I can. Just generally, I'm going to try and do some trips around the Midwest just to try and make up for all of the time I lost this summer. So I'm going to be heading to northern Wisconsin at one point to take my parents someplace, and hopefully going to the Wisconsin Dells. That's always kind of a fun, just stupid weekend out. And as of now, that's kind of it for now, but we'll kind of see how it plays. Dan, if you want to jump in, you probably can.
Yeah,
we
sure,
lost
I'll
somebody.
jump on
I
in.
didn't catch who. Maybe Joe? I'm not sure.
Well, the king is unfortunately supping from his holy cup, so maybe a short while.
Oh no! Hell of a thing. I mean, if we want to start with 5, I'm good with that too. I know Jen said she was gonna. Oh, you can't play because he's getting booted. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I missed that. Okay, there we go.
Hello, aspiring riffers. In each round of Write a Riff mode, a movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke. Round 1.
Well, if there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
It's go time, Mama Jama.
That is a weird one.
So, a question for the chat. What's your favourite way to have an egg? This is open to you as well, Triv, of course.
Oh, thank you. That is, I'm just finishing up a thing here. So James likes it boiled. Actually, so I did...
Boiled, man, eh?
Yeah. I like mine, and this isn't so much an egg prep, but as part of a sandwich, a friend of mine introduced me to this. It's kind of just a breakfast sandwich, but it's a sausage patty, and then you do. Oh, sorry.
If there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you? No, he'd tell you that there is.
Death to theater.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Well,
you can piss off.
If there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
That Charles Schultz is gonna hit us with a copyright claim so hard my bosoms will fall off?
Well, if there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
You're a smeghead.
Well, if there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
I have so many questions about this I don't know what to riff.
Well, if there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
You're a kindergarten baby. You wash your face in gravy, wrap it up in bubble gum and mail it to the Navy.
Well, if there was a Santa Claus, and he did bring you a big brother, you know what your big brother would tell you?
I prefer the ice cream bunny.
Yes!
Here we go again. Time to vote.
There's a sandwich that it's a sausage patty, a sunny side up egg, and then peanut butter jelly and cheese. And it's fan-freaking-tastic.
That sounds good. That does sound good.
It is like such a great combination. Oh yeah, it's such a great combination.
Screw you guys, I'm gonna go make that right now. Bye.
Good. Oh, the peanut butter and jelly though, you get the salty and the sweet in there. It's awesome. Maybe that's just me though.
That being said, I do like Joe's fried in butter served with toast, unbroken yolk. I love a runny yolk.
Ooh, there you go.
Just something special right there. But no, I'm gonna have to try that peanut butter and jelly thing because, like, on pancakes, it's great.
Jesus Christ!
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Oh yeah, with soldiers it's fantastic. You have a dippy egg, you sort of crack the top of your egg off and you use the toasted soldiers to dip in the egg. It's very nice. And Liam fried with chips, classic double egg and chips, cannot be beaten. That being said, Kurt does a good one. I do like a good scrambled egg.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
quick as well. You do it in the microwave, 2 minutes. It's solid.
I actually did when I was in Scotland. The B&B I was staying at did haggis and scrambled eggs. It was actually really good.
Yeah. In a while since I've had a good haggis.
Oh man, you can't beat it. When it's done well, it's done very well.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, toast soldiers, those are the little like toast points, right?
Yeah. No, so soldiers are where you take the toast and you cut it into like strips.
Oh.
Vertical strips. So they're like pleasantly dippable.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Yeah, they're very nice.
Better
Definitely
hurry.
worth trying at least once. You have to get an egg cup though, so you can hold your egg up to dip your soldiers in them.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
Oh my god! I just realised.
What?
You guys are coming up to caramel lollipop season.
We are coming up to caramel lollipop season.
Life is going to be good from here on out.
I don't normally apply lipstick this way, but it's growing on my bosoms.
Jesus Christ!
Yes, I am a murderous child. You are in possession of video nasties. You will die. All hail Furman.
Jesus Christ!
Lol.
Jesus Christ!
You kissed a boy. I'm calling the cops.
Jesus Christ!
This is totally not Jimmy Savile's favorite
Oh
film.
god. Oh man.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ!
No, I'm Mikey.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
I actually just tried a thing over here, so it's well, I think it's been around for a while, but it's a McGriddle. Do they have those over in I'd never had one before, but and it was kind of a generic version of it, but yeah, the kind of maple syrupy thing, like in the biscuit with the egg and sausage was really good.
So we can get a stack of pancakes from here. When you said McGriddle, I thought you meant like McRib or something. But
oh no,
no, we do pancakes, but they don't put anything with it. Like you just get a box of pancakes and some maple syrup, and that's it.
Oh, this is actually a so it's like a biscuit, and it's got maple syrup kind of flavoring inside of it, and then it's the top and the bottom of the bread, and then you do your sausage and egg in the middle.
That sounds good to me. I gotta get over to America. You guys are like hogging all the good shit.
I'm sorry. Well, between that and the giant ball of twine.
Every day I turn on the computer and I log in and you guys go, oh, we just invented a new way for you to have an orgasm, Dan. And I'm like, oh, great, well, someday.
We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
You've seen the clip?
Joe's
Now
right.
enter
You guys
your
are
riff.
hogging all the healthcare.
I'll do your trade. I don't need my liver checking, I'm fine.
So to the chat and to you, Dan, have you guys seen any movies that really were like, whoa, lately?
I saw Dr. Caligari. I reviewed that on the channel not too long ago, and that thing is insane. I need to show you that at some point.
Oh, I'd absolutely love to see that. Watching the review made me just like, oh god, I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's so strange. And the directors, it's such a shame. Their films, for some reason, cannot be released. I don't know why, or if it's whether it's a licensing issue or whether it's prints are damaged. They did 2 other films called Night Dreams and Cafe Flesh, and all 3 of the films are absolutely nuts. But they have real trouble getting out in HD.
Yeah, Reggie's our friend. We should help him. We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
I like what's going on. Silence, you digging bastard.
We're going to have a meeting.
Yeah, Reggie's our friend. We should help him. We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
You must stop microwaving the G.I. Joes. It's sick.
We're going to have a meeting.
Yeah, Reggie's our friend. We should help him. We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
So must strike and bring down the capitalist system that our royal overlord has given us. Union, union, union.
We're going to have a meeting.
Yeah, Reggie's our friend. We should help him. We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
We're going to sue John Lasseter. First for copyright infringement and then for sexual misconduct.
Yeah, Reggie's our friend. We should help him. We've got to let Reggie know that we're not happy. That we don't like what's going on, right?
We should murder that fucker, like what Woody should have done to Sid. Fucking coward.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Oh, Lee, I'm so glad to hear you watch Forbidden Zone. That thing is insane.
That is awesome. I read somewhere they're doing, was it a sequel to Forbidden Zone or like a remake of it or something?
Yeah, so Richard Elfman, Danny Elfman's brother, has been trying to raise funds for about 10 years to do a direct sequel to Forbidden Zone, but like everything I've seen about it sounds horrific. Like it looks like it's entirely shot on green screen. It's shot in color for some reason. All of the props look like the cheapest kind of joke shop style, like purchase. Nothing. It just looks hideous. Which means it's either going to be brilliant or I don't know yet.
Champion riffer in the making.
Also, Joe, I totally vibe with you on that. I'm terrible with long form viewing myself. Like, I can. Like with films in particular, I can do maybe up to like an hour and 45. After that, my attention span starts nosediving. I can't make it through a film that's like over 2.5 hours long.
The riffs just keep on
can't
coming.
do it anymore.
Time for the next round.
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
So Forbidden Zone isn't the Molly Ringwald thing. It's I don't even know how you begin to describe Forbidden Zone. Triv, what is Forbidden Zone like?
It is a very odd-ass movie that you should really, 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 really check out.
Very good fun. Hey, we've got the owner of the Bikini Emporium in the chat. Nick, how the hell are you doing?
What up, yo?
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
And it was at this point, the Blue Lives Matter movement was born, which excited the MAGA movement.
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
I don't care that caterpillars matter to caterpillars. What do they do for the homeless and mothers and that weird rash under my eye?
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
Shut up, you're being silly. Caterpillars don't matter. Move on, move on.
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
Fuck caterpillars. Pull off their legs.
Oh, damn.
Hey, nothing is something
We do not
that
endorse
doesn't
that
matter.
here at Trivial Theater.
Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
Oh yeah, you've got boogie 2988 teeth.
Hey, nothing is something that doesn't matter. Like that caterpillar. Caterpillars matter to caterpillars.
Racist fuck.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Oh, Liam says he's watched Razorblade Smile. Now, that is a film that I have been meaning to get my hands on now for a very, very long time. I've heard such weird and interesting things about it. And it was the kind of thing that you quite rightfully say should have been on the Horror Channel back in the day. I really need to check that one out. The guy who directed Video Nasty's The Ultimate Guide, he's actually got a new documentary coming out later this year on Severin Films. It's a documentary on a filmmaker called Cliff Tremlow, who did a film called GBH, which was considered a lost film for a very long time because the rights were tied up by like 50 or 60 people. Yeah, it's like a gangster movie, but like a really gory one. It was a Video Nasty, well, Section 3 Video Nasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming soon from Severin, and I'm really, really pumped to watch it because the guy did such a good job with the Video Nasties doc that like a dedicated one to this strange Manchester guy who like stitched up a ton of people to make a film. Sounds too good to be true. It's coming in, I think it's November time, so
riffers,
keep an eye out for it.
It's
Cliff Tremlow.
the final round.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
Oh, Nick, I'm so sorry to hear you've not been very well. Although I am glad to hear that you're starting a new emporium in Crinkly Bottom. Guys, hide it. Started again. Hide everybody. Oh no. My ears. It's a laugh quake. Hide everybody. Hide. Oh no. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Oh shit. Shit.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
It was either this or OnlyFans.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
Well, besides being Matt Damon, I need to feed my kids.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
Because money, you idiot.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
I like to shit in people's mouths.
It's as good a reason as any.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
Well, just because you're hung like a horse doesn't mean you have to do porn.
This looks all right. Tell me, why are you interested in this job?
Avoiding starvation.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Joe, Forbidden Zone is not the same as Space Hunter. So basically, what's it? It was Richard Elfman?
Yeah, Richard Elfman.
it was basically the beginning of Oingo, or it was in the middle of it. It kind of revolved around the music of Oingo Boingo. But it's
Check out the
just
high score on this one, people.
like acid trip of a movie that's done in black and white, and it's just the weirdest shit goes on, and it's kind of Fleischer animation inspired. It's a crazy movie. Highly suggested. I reviewed it on the channel at one point.
It's on YouTube in full as well.
Yeah, and it's in color and in black and white there. So. Good job, Liam.
Thanks to everyone.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Nicely
Crazier
handled, sir.
than Eraserhead, I would say.
Very much so. Like, totally left field. Like, imagine if Eraserhead was directed by the Pythons. And had a punk rock edge.
Yeah, very much so. Let's see here. So the winner was Liam. Thornburg's assistant was Wheatstraw. Squeak, the squirrel, was James. Man in crowd was Svebicus. Dan, you are the guy from Harlem. I'm the Brooklyn Emperor of Space.
Nice. I think we could form an alliance here.
Oh yeah, the school scene from Forbidden Zone does look like something out of Sesame Street, but like flipped on its head and set on fire.
So, Joe, there is a cohesive narrative to Forbidden Zone. The actual plot of Forbidden Zone is incredibly basic. It's how they utilize that plot that is absolutely insane.
Start riffing.
It is insane.
Oh, Liam, as well, for winning, you do get a chance to ask a question to the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth. It has to be a yes or no one, but if you post it in the chat, I'll shake my balls for you.
Absolutely. And when he says shake his balls, he's not just gonna half shake his balls. He will shake his balls like nobody else.
From the window to the walls.
Yes. Sweat rolling down those there balls. And Nick,
Very
go
true.
ahead and jump in there if you like, if you want to play.
Yeah, sure.
I thought he said he would shave his balls. I mean, Dan, would you shave your balls?
If the price was right. Whatever pervert wants the contents can have them. I'm not bothered.
Oh, well,
Pride?
you
What's
shake your
that?
balls like a bowl full of jelly.
You know what? It blew my mind how rigid you guys' Jello is. I didn't realize, like, British jelly is, like, really wimpy compared to your guys' Jello. That shit is stiff. So, like,
Viagra.
I don't know. I don't think I can shake mine that wobbly-ish if it's talking Jello. If it's jelly, maybe, but you guys have very impressive Jello, is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, you know, we try. You know, it's something we pride ourselves on. We've been working on it for quite a long time. Dan, I don't know if you want to jump in on this one or if you'd like me to. Oh, who got kicked?
I was going to say, if you want to jump in, you can do. I've done the last two, so I'm more than happy to just kind of chill and
Okay. Whoever
with the
was, I
guys.
apologize for whoever got dropped. Go ahead and jump back in. Okay, here we go. Go. Sorry about that, guys.
Hello, aspiring riffers. In each round of writer riff. Round one.
I do like a round one.
He's alive as he can be.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Joe, I'm talking about Jello, like the wobbly, colourful, flavourful stuff, or the Jello pudding, which is also very, very good. Reminds me I need to make pudding roll-ups at some point.
Pudding roll-ups. What is that?
So it's like where you make the Jello pudding slightly more stiff and you lie it really flat on some like baking paper and it kind of stiffens into like an edible. It looks like American cheese basically, but you kind of roll it up and yeah.
Oh, nice.
They were very big. They were very pop. Yeah, they were very pop. Like the Jello company put them out in the 80s as their own thing, but you can make
Of course
them
I am alive, bitches. Didn't you hear the theme song?
He's alive as he can be.
He's also a waking nightmare. Run for your lives.
He's alive as he can be.
Now he's off to kill Kenny and Kenny, who looks like Cartman.
He's alive as he can be.
Yet you might not be. He's coming to your house to bone you with his carrot in the shower.
Oh no!
He's alive as he can be.
It's Jimmy Savile.
Oh god!
Oh no.
He's alive as he can be.
And he's thumping everything in sight. Watch your assholes.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Well, I've had enough of you guys. I'm having cake.
What kind of cake are you having?
It's called an angel slice, and it's made by a company called Mr. Kipling.
Oh, cool.
They're kind of like the hostess of the UK.
Nice.
They do quite nice angel slice. It's like a strawberry and vanilla sponge with like really mild white and pink icing on top.
That sounds delicious.
It is really good. If I can get it through customs, I'll have to send it to you sometime.
Sure.
But you're almost out of time! Looking good.
Oh, Kurt says we must all watch at least one Hitchcock movie in the next few days.
Round 2.
The king has
need you to
spoken.
kidnap the
Anyone who
president.
disobeys will be executed.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Oh, angel food cake is delicious, Nick. Absolutely. And Liam, the quarks could never be taken seriously. You just slide tackle them and they fall over and flail and scream until they die. Oh, sorry. I just realised that Liam's question was the question for the bastarding 8 Ball of Truth, and not my own personal opinion.
Go, go, go.
1 second, let me finish this delicious angel slice and I'll give the ball a shake for you.
We need you to kidnap the president.
Biden or Trump? I know that people here are split on who the real president is, and now I'm confused.
We need you to kidnap the president.
But I like Donald Pleasance.
No. We need you to kidnap the president.
Fuck off, Time Lord. Get the doctor to deal with it. I can't be arsed.
We need you to kidnap the president.
Let me kidnap your mother first. Then we can talk about it. Your mother and I thump all night.
We need you to kidnap the president.
Why? So you can hand him over to Putin?
Oh, damn.
We need you to kidnap the president.
The American president, the MAGA president, or the president of your ass.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
So, oh bastarding magic 8 Ball of Truth, is there any way that the quarks from Doctor Who could be taken seriously? Oh, my balls hurt. It's getting late. Third time tonight. Ooh. The ball says very likely. The ball has spoken. The quarks shall now be treated with dignity.
Damn.
This is the way of the world, unfortunately. I think they're wimps, but the ball has spoken, so I have to respect them now.
I'm just looking here.
Take your time. I'll just sit here quietly.
Oh, A Foreign Correspondent is amazing. I love that one. If you get the chance, Rope is also really, really good if you haven't seen it.
Well, look at you. I bet you had a good breakfast.
Oh, Nick asks if he watches 2, will that open a parallel dimension to the land of anal raccoons?
A fascinating proposition.
I thought so too.
Round 3.
My bosoms will query this.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff
You know,
now.
I got the Kino Lobor version of Reefer Madness on Blu-ray a few weeks ago, courtesy of Triv. And I was a bit disappointed that they don't have the colorized version on there. They only have the black and white version. Like, I know that colorizing black and white films is a bit of a taboo thing for true filmies, but there's something about the putrid color scheme used to colorize Reefer Madness that just kind of enhances it a little bit for me.
Oh, I agree. Just even the smoke colors.
Absolutely. Like, the whole thing with Reefer Madness is it's got, for me personally, it's got a few good moments in it. Like, you could probably cut together a really cool, like, 5 to 10 minute best of the film. But there are so many gulfs where they're just sitting there just talking, not even saying anything that progresses the plot, just idly talk, like, not even fun talking, just kind of like Creswell level talking.
I think it's one of those ones, it's like Manos, where the thing that makes it better is just those moments, but also, like, if you can get riffing, it's
TikTok
so much
people,
better.
TikTok people.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
Oh, please, God, not this fucking shit again.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
By dance I meant thrashing around like there's an earthquake happening during an epileptic fit.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
What did that bitch call me?
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
As Paperman, does he burn himself down because of his hot fingers? IMC9NFUSED.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
Hey, he's no Rick Wakeman.
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't you know him? That's Hot Fingers Friday.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a mess of jive. You want to dance?
Do it.
Why does it hurt when I pee? Why does it hurt when I pee? I don't want no doctor to stick no needle in me. Why does it hurt when I pee?
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
It's one of those things where, like, Reefer Madness makes sense colorized, but anything else, or most everything else, it just, yeah.
I don't know, Citizen Kane in colour has always intrigued me.
Serious?
No.
I was gonna say.
Well,
Me and
look at
Ted
this
Turner,
hotshot.
we're like that.
Oh. I don't know if I want to associate with you anymore.
Oh, Kurt's watching North by Northwest after this.
Here we go.
Great film.
Very good film.
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
I do like that intro for Liam for Reefer Madness, where it's just like, this is heroin. Don't worry about it though, as it's marijuana that will kill you eventually. Agreed. It's such a bizarre open. The whole film is fairly like rampant and just shooting off in any direction it can possibly think of.
There's another one of those of the what were they called? Like the exploitation films that you got from Kino Lorber. There was one in there that had a very similar ending to Reefer Madness, where the chick like jumps out the window while being incredibly like up in arms.
I don't know. I've only seen 3 of them so far. I've seen Child Bride, Reefer Madness, and there was a B picture on the Reefer Madness one called Sex Madness. After tonight's stream, I'm going to watch one called Tomorrow's Children.
That one might be it. I don't think so, but yeah, there's one of them that is that has that. It's just ridiculous.
Sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
What?
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
It is so important that we show everything in this film about setting up a room because it is a serious issue and we must show everything.
Oh, you're damn right.
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
Noah personally beat the shit out of every single one.
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
That should be a good start for the S organization-friendly orgy.
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
Now I know what to use to stick it down my throat, so I want listening to another what you use, bitch.
Oh, they sent a small family, some community helpers, and a lot of nice farm and zoo animals. Oh, good.
Now let's get drunk.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Joe puts it best. He says, in a way, Ted Turner was a lot like George Lucas in the day, messing with classics, trying to improve them.
Oh, yeah. It is weird how there's always that one person. Like, on one end of the spectrum, you've got someone like Scorsese that, like, whose organization did a lot for it, and then you get on the other end, you get, like, Ted Turner. It's just that, okay, let's just colorize it.
If you ever want to have a very depressing read, look at the history and career of Wade Williams. He was a guy who saved so many, he died this year, I think it was. He saved so many B-movies, like so many pictures where there was like the only copy left to save them.
Now would be a good time to vote.
But he also edited them because he didn't like certain bits of them. So he'd find a print and go, this is the last one in existence. I don't like the last 2 minutes, so I'm going to cut it out. And that's the only copy. He had a real habit of burning his own name into the titles so that it was like, found by Wade Williams.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's... What the hell?
I mean, on the one side, like, he was the person who got Night of the Ghouls.
The final round.
He found the only existing copy of Night of the Ghouls.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Into your riff
now. Oh no. Is this a laugh quake?
No, just a aftershock.
Just a tremor. Just a tremor. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, no. So like, he was the one who found the original prints of Night of the Ghouls, but he was also the person who chose to change Ed's title to Night of the Ghouls from, I think it was Revenge of the Dead, was what it was originally supposed to be called, because Wade thought his name sounded better.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Yeah, there's loads. I think he did something to Moon 2.0, you know.
Really? That bastard.
I think he did.
Is that the best effects we can come up with? Damn.
This is literally a
I didn't kill my wife. Oh shit, that was some terrible green screen. I don't even have a riff for this. I just need to rant here. Oh, fuck off. No, don't let me fall into the terrible effects. No.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
I've just found an interesting Reddit article about Wade Williams, and I've popped it in the chat. So this has got a lot more detail than I could remember. It wasn't Moon 20, it was Rocket Ship XM.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically he refused to license it to Shout or Rhino for an official release for 25 years. Wow. Just kept saying no to them because he didn't like the film. He was like, I don't want anybody to see it because I don't like it. What he would also do is he would collect 50 science fiction movies and then try to claim copyright ownership on them because the directors were dead and couldn't fight him in court. So he'd just go, this is my film now. And he put his name in the titles and claimed that it was his. He would also remake films by cutting together multiple films Godfrey Ho style to create a new film that he would then claim copyright on. And he'd often do it with the only original prints of them.
Oh, that makes me so sad. My God.
You're doing great.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Basically, he tried to do the equivalent of squatters' rights for
Right.
films to keep them from being released for years. That's why there's no Ed Wood on Blu-ray apart from the 2 or 3 that
And
have
the
come
winner
out
is...
because they were fought in court.
Right. Nice job, James.
Nicely done, sir.
That's
Bow
fantastic.
down before your new champion riffer.
What do you think? One more game?
Yeah, I can do one more game.
You guys up for one more game?
You guys up for one more game? We're gonna party? We're gonna do one more?
Let's do it.
Can you get a little cheeky with this one? Let's get a little cheeky with this one. I might slip a bosom out.
Let's say we got James is the winner. The Cool Barber is Liam. Bozo is me. That makes sense. King Mushroom is Svevigus. Rude Blonde is Wheatstraw. Friend of the Organ Player number 1 is Jen.
Nicely handled. Liam, your question there with Planet of the Daleks Part 3 was it's actually a hybrid. They did some chroma dot recovery on it, but it wasn't that great, so they also hand colorized a few frames and then used that. They sort of fed it into a machine that generates artificial additional frames, and then they combined the chroma dot color copy with the hand colorized copy to create a complete copy of Planet of the Daleks.
Dan, go ahead and jump in there if you like.
Yeah, sure. And Liam asked the question, will they ever find the space pirates? Will they ever find the space pirates?
Go ahead and get it rolling, Jen.
Ow, it hurts. Oh, my balls. Yay, here comes one.
Hello, aspiring riffers. In each round of writer riff mode, a movie clip will play.
It says cannot
Every clip has a
foretell
spot
for
to write your
now,
own
so the
joke
BBC are
or
keeping
riff
the cards
as we
pretty close to the chest, James. I'm
round
sorry
one.
about that.
Damn.
Oh, come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be fun.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Oh, Kurt, you'll love the Great Dictator. That is a fantastic movie. I hope you enjoy it. Gold Rush too. I've not seen it in ages, but from what I remember of it was really good.
I'm woeful on my Chaplin.
That's okay.
I've seen a few of his very early shorts, the silent sort of film shorts, but I've not seen anything past, I think it was early 20s.
Well, and that's probably some of the most, the things that you know of the Tramp, that's probably some of the most, I guess, pure, maybe? But yeah, you get into some of his later stuff that was not specifically that way, and yeah, like The Great Dictator is just... it's a fantastic movie. Apparently Hitler laughed at it, or he really liked it because he was an asshole, but yeah, it's like just... it applies... it's like Twilight Zone, where it's kind of timeless. It applies across the board to any situation.
Take your
that we
time.
find ourselves in like that.
Just sit here quietly.
I should have to dig it out at some point. I'm still working my way through the Stooges.
Guys, Canada's gonna be fun.
You've never been to Canada, have you?
Oh, Come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be fun.
Maybe for the mooses, it's boring with all the leaves changing and all.
Come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be fun.
Think of all the free healthcare plus.
Come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be fun.
We can see where they shot all those shitty direct-to-video action movies.
Come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be fun.
Fuck.
Come on, you guys. Canada's gonna be
Every time
fun.
he says it, it's worse.
Can we meet Nardwar?
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Oh, Mikey's on Tubi. Kurt, if you want to do a double feature of North by Northwest and Mikey, you will not regret it.
That's the most random combination.
The two greatest films ever made, side by side.
Simply stunning work. Round 2.
Oh my god!
It's like it knows.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Yeah, it's, you know, just talking about that Wade Wilson guy, it's amazing how people think, oh, well, I found this, I clearly, like, they don't respect the work itself that went into that whatever movie. Just that the pure cheek of thinking, well, you know, I can make this better because I clearly know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total catch-22 because, like I say, the guy saved so many movies. Like, basically half of MST3K's back catalogue wouldn't exist if he hadn't found them.
Mm-hmm.
But then, on the other hand, the fact that he, like, massacred them because there were bits he didn't like is just nuts.
Yeah, this is all going on Tubi.
And that poster in New York is really nice.
Oh yeah, baby, give me what I like. I'll sell this to bootleg of the sluts of the Giants. How I wish this had been me growing up. This is just like Rear Window, isn't it?
Nice Hitchcock reference.
Boobies. Honest to God, boobies.
Yes! Yes!
Here we see the shooting process of the newest Red Shoe Diaries sequel.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Guys, always remember our first boobies.
Bosoms.
I still
repeat,
have
bosoms.
I still have my first set of boobies.
Check out the
Mine,
high
unfortunately,
score on this
continue to
one,
grow every
people.
year.
Oh, that's okay. You know, as long as you keep them in good health.
You know. What is it they used to say? A bosom in the hand is worth two in the bush?
That's what she said. Oh, Joe is in the same boat.
Round 3.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
I was just noticing the purple gator guy is, I think it's Roller Gator.
It could well be. It does look very similar to Roller Gator.
Yeah, I thought he was wearing like a hoodie, but I think that's supposed to be him inside of a backpack.
Oh, yeah. God damn it. These guys really think of everything.
They do. They very much do.
Also, Joe, if you want to, start up a little support group, we can be men with bosoms together.
You could just be called Bra. Brothers.
Yeah.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
By the way, Smee, he.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
Let that mental imagine stew in your brain. God, that's horrible.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
I know that sounds like a deleted scene from Forbidden Zone, but hear me out.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
Wait, two skeletons can make love in a tin coffin? How could they even do it?
At least you get a vibrator.
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister.
What is a tin coffin?
You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin,
Who has
brother.
tin coffins?
You didn't think that through, did you?
You're off the project as of right now.
Let me tell you something, mister. You fire me and I'll make more noise than two skeletons making love in a tin coffin, brother.
What are you, Hulk Hogan? Grow up.
Got a favorite riff?
Well, Joe
Bone
said it.
now.
They'd bone themselves. Bone, yeah, bone, yeah,
That's cool. Here's that 10.
Well played, good riffer. The round is yours.
yeah, fine. Oh, here we go. When a mommy skeleton and a daddy skeleton love each other very much. James thinks that's
Round
cool.
4.
Yeah.
They had to take off a few of Mike's
Skeleton's roll.
fingers. He sure took it well, though.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
You know, would have loved to have been a fly on the wall while they were actually shooting those things, because they never obviously use the audio from them. So if they're just sitting there going, you know what? I'm making money off of this, and I'm gonna go bang the director's wife after this, or something.
Gotta love him. Gotta love him.
Oh, and Joe's gonna start an OnlyFans from the neck down.
Nice.
I mean, if your bosoms
Joe
are
only
that...
fans.
Absolutely, Joe. If your bosoms are that nice, I mean, definitely send your link Joe or Dan's way. I think he would greatly appreciate it.
Of course, that's not to diminish any of the other guys in the chat. I'm sure you all have lovely bosoms as well.
I mean, you wouldn't be in this chat if you didn't have good bosoms.
You know what? I think that this is the central place for hotties with bosoms. That's just the way it is. You know, I have quite luxurious bosoms here. I'm sure Kurt and James and Liam and
They
Joe
had to take
and
off a
Nick
few
all
of
have
Mike's fingers.
fantastic
He
bosoms
sure
also.
took it well, though.
I don't think the mechanics did, or Tony.
They had to take off a few of Mike's fingers. He sure took it well, though.
You stole my fingers, you fuck. I can't play the drugs, drugs, drugs piff song on the piano.
They had to take off a few of Mike's fingers. He sure took it well, though.
Ag my fingers. I am a freak. A freak.
They had to take off
I
a
hate
few of
being a
Mike's
freak.
fingers. He sure took it well, though.
His wife, though, she wasn't a fan.
Baba Booey.
They had to take off a few of Mike's fingers. He sure took it well, though.
Of course I had to take it well. They dope me up in painkillers. When I get home I am going to make sure they don't hide them from me.
They had to take off a few of Mike's
Oh.
fingers. He sure took it well, though.
He had a couple dildos transplanted to make pleasuring his wife even more satisfying.
Time to pick the funniest riff.
And that's how he got the name Edward Penis Hands.
Yes, exactly. At least there were no Chris Chan bosoms. Edward Dildo Hands. Are those penis fingers in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
You know they made 3 Edward Penis Hands movies.
I'm not surprised.
It was so successful it had more sequels than the film it was based on. Which I think says a lot to this audience. I think that we should all go and watch those 3 films because they were clearly more successful than the Tim Burton original.
Absolutely. We should also watch the E.T. porns while we're at it.
Joe, I'm not kidding. There is an Edward Scissorhands porn parody. It's called Edward Penis Fingers. There's 3 of them. Literally 3 of them.
But do they get the penis fingers
Riffers,
right? You know.
It's the final round.
It looks obscene.
And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
Are you the next top riffer?
God, all I can think is Ice Hunter, or what was the Doctor Who villain? Ice Warriors?
Yeah, the Ice Warriors, yeah.
Like, just the viewability that they got going there. I can't imagine. Oh, Joe, is the Simpsons porn a bigger nightmare fuel than the SpongeBob SquarePants? Because that's apparently
no, SpongeBob is worse.
Is it? Okay, good to know. Like,
SpongeBob is worse. The Simpsons, it just looks like everyone's got jaundice. But the SpongeBob one, that's a nightmare causer. There's a Rugrats one, which just makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Oh, I can bet. Now, on the Bat Pussy scale, where does it sit?
I would rather watch Bat Pussy, so...
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
And for the Edward Penis Hands ones, would it be would you rather watch Bat Pussy or?
And what about me?
First,
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
When you sleep tonight, I will piss on you to see if you melt.
And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
Now, where's my Pornhub laptop?
And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
Fuck off.
Where are you taking me? And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
No, don't play the Silver Shamrock music. There's already snakes coming out of me. Help.
And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
Dad, you used to say you loved me a time ago.
And what about me?
You stay here until I find something useful for you to do.
How? How can I be useful? I look like something Hobgoblin from Spider-Man came up with.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
The idea of Rugrats porn spoof haunts me forever. Yeah, I would agree. Holy shit.
it's traumatic. So Edward Penis Hands won. Edward Penis Fingers won. I would rather watch them Bat Pussy. The other 2, I would rather watch Bat Pussy than them.
Good to know.
The Rugrats porn, I'm definitely watching Bat Pussy. The worst one is the Pokemon one, Strokemon. That thing is literally nightmare-inducing.
Oof.
Might be a champion riffer in the making. And the winner is...
Oh, good job, James. And
Yeah,
that's
he's
3 on the
storming
board.
it again.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He's on
Now,
form.
please join us for Bars and Punch in the Fellowship Hall.
Woohoo.
Very nicely handled.
I would agree. All right, so jam handy.
Of course, they're all jam handy when I'm finished with them.
I'm not surprised. Let's see here. We got James is the winner. The ambulance driver is Liam. The Denny is Jen. President of Gumbastia is Wheatstraw. Unshaven DJ is Swevicus, and the anthropomorphic bar of soap is you, Dan.
It burns.
Alrighty.
So, James, you do have a question for the Bastarding 8 Ball. If you want to ask that before we depart these spiritual planes, I'll shake my balls one last time for you.
Oh, well, there's your question. Oh my goodness. That's a very,
Okay,
very
so
good one.
would James be arrested if he found the Rugrats porn spoof? Oh, my balls. This feels inappropriate given the question. Ow. Oh, there we go. What's it saying? It's saying... Come on, you bastard, let me read you.
That's what she said.
You can count on it.
Wow.
So, yeah, you look this up, you're going to jail. No reprieve for you, you're going in the pokey, and we won't be bailing you out, because we'll all think you're a pervert, so you'll stay in there and probably get the chair, and we'll be here being like, hey, that guy looked up Rugrats naughties.
Well, what about
Put him
you?
in
You
jail.
must have as well if you had that experience. I'm sending the cops over there right now.
I know.
Yes.
Look over there.
What? Oh, dag
I'm
nabbit.
running away. Still running. One foot in front of the other. You'll never catch me. Despite my voice sounding exactly the same, I'm very far away now. Getting further. One step at a time, sweet Jesus.
Oh, dear God.
Moving forward. I'm in a car now, driving very quickly.
And somehow you ended back at my theater. How the hell is that possible?
Your theater's big enough for my car to be put in
Yes, it is. You act like you should be surprised over this.
Gonna get out of the car and start running again. One foot in front of the other. Gonna just keep walking, and hopefully you'll leave me alone, and I'll escape.
I'm not leaving you alone.
Ready
if you're
in
going
time.
after James, I'm coming after you.
Getting in a helicopter now and flying away, getting very high in the sky over the spiritual astral planes at which the theater belongs to.
Well, you see, Jen, the ushers in my theater are very stealthy. They're half ninjas, and they're also half killer pineapples. So they're both like the most obvious thing that you see and the least obvious thing that you see.
Which is a very good point, actually. I don't think I've ever seen any of the ushers.
Well,
I used to think the Things demons were ushers, but whenever I ask them for popcorn, they just bite me.
Yeah. Well, Barry J. Gillis kind of ruined the Things demons. You know, he spoiled them rotten, and then we don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, such a shame.
Very much. I'm noticing here.
Anyway.
How do I keep it clean? Well, the theater is actually partially sentient. Like it sort of picks the movies, and it does a pretty decent job of keeping itself clean, with the exception of the carpets, which it says it doesn't do. It's like those guys that say we don't do dishes or we don't do laundry. Yeah, my theater doesn't do carpets.
It's have you ever seen those automated public bathrooms that clean themselves?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, basically it's like as soon as nobody's touching the floor, robot arms come out and just set fire to the entire theater, and then a new theater drops from the ceiling.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's more efficient than trying to keep up with cleaning supplies. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, basically.
But
this is the thing. I mean, I don't know why it has activated a few times whilst I've been watching a movie. So
well,
not taking it
that was not
personally,
on. That was not by accident. That was done on purpose. Because you freaking blew up my theater twice.
That's semantics, you know.
Semantics. You know how long it took me to repurpose things?
You say blow up, I say controlled demolition.
But why was it a controlled demolition, you ass?
Well, it wasn't me that blew it up. So
yeah.
I was merely
Who was it then that blew up the theater? Please enlighten me.
It was a
wasn't
freak
Nick from
weather.
It wasn't Nick from the Pleasure Emporium, despite him trying to take over my theater.
It was a freak weather phenomenon that I just happened to be walking by with a detonator.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously that
Yes.
makes so much sense. King Kurt, do you mind if would you mind putting out an execution warning or an execution order for Dan? I think that would be in order because he blew up my theater twice.
Bit harsh.
A bit.
Guy blows up a theater twice. You want him dead?
Yes, I do. If you weren't just a logo, I would ask for an execution order. But because I am generous and whatnot, I'm not gonna ask for that. So on you.
King Kurt, because Triv has basically initiated a bad murder, can she be tried for murder and put to death as well,
You're
please?
not dead
Could
yet.
that be done?
You are not dead yet. You're getting
He says
better.
the men are on their way. They're
not
going to do a bad murder on me, Triv, and it's your fault.
That's okay. I'm all right with that. You're just a logo. You'll survive it.
Please, oh mighty King Kurt, if you could get Triv done for doing a bad murder and get her bad murdered too, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
But then there's no more streams.
Then the stream abruptly ends because men come bursting in and drag us away, and then either it becomes a silent stream for the next 24 hours, or the stream abruptly cuts off.
Yeah, that or maybe our ghosts come back.
Oh, he's
shit,
just going to order execute Order 66.
Does that mean we're all fucked?
Basically, yes. Everybody who's been viewing this stream, please remain calm. Men will be breaking through your door shortly to take you to one of our happy, fun death facilities.
Wow, this went dark quick. Holy shit.
Yeah, King Kurt has had enough of your shit.
Well, I think he's had enough of your shit too.
He's decided to become a ruthless king. He's going to kill us all. He's had enough of it. He's going to become a king of a better land, one where evil pineapples do not assault him on a regular basis, or at least try to make him drink pineapple juice from very nefarious places.
I'm pretty sure that my killer pineapple never did anything to Kurt.
That's what he wants you to think.
Oh, Jen is Kurt's friend, so she's excused. I can get behind that. Kurt, have my killer pineapples ever assaulted you?
So everybody apart from Jen is dead. Great.
I mean, you have to make exceptions, right? I guess. Oh my god, what the hell happened to this stream? We kind of just went off the rails in really weird ways.
King Kurt, can I have a pardon, please?
No, you may not.
No, Triv, but they keep trying to break down my door to tell me the good word about pineapple juice.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry. I will talk to them about that because they shouldn't be doing that. I thought they left that life behind. They left the great pineapple farm religion. And I thought that they had gotten it out of their system. I'm so sorry. I will have very stern words with my murdering pineapples.
Is that a euphemism?
No, it's literally pineapples that murder people, and I'm going to talk to them because they shouldn't be doing that. I employed them under the notion that they weren't gonna force religion upon anybody, but they're still open to killing people. You know, it's a matter of you know, you got to have your points. So.
Boundaries.
Yes, thank you. Yay! I got a pardon.
So on that rather somber note,
Seth?
with all of us.
How are you,
Seth?
man?
You. It's fantastic to hear from you. You're joining just as we're winding down. We've been here for like 3 hours.
Literally 3 hours and 5 minutes. We hope you're well, though.
Yeah.
Are you doing okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, everybody, make sure to check out Hellbound's channel. It's freaking fantastic. He's one of the best horror creators out there. And we love him dearly.
Oh, also, Seth, you just avoided the death penalty, so congrats.
Yes.
We're all dying, so...
But if anyone shows up at your door, do not answer because Kurt put out an Order 66, and he's pardoned some but not all, so be careful.
You say some, he's pardoned Jen. So everybody
me.
here apart from Jen. No, he didn't pardon you.
He said that I now was pardoned, but you're still fucked.
Where did he say he was pardoning you? I need proof of this.
Okay, look, right above Hellbound's first message. Okay, Triv is now pardoned. Dan, you're fucked.
I haven't got that message. I've got no trip, but they keep trying to break down my door to talk about pineapple juice, and then Jen doing the
live
laughing
chat,
face.
not
and then...
not top chat. It's probably because it's got a bad word in it.
God, I didn't even know they'd swapped over the chats. This is terrible.
It's under live
Kurt.
chat instead of top chat.
Kurt, I have defended you for nearly 12 years now.
Wow,
12
12
long-
years? Oh my god.
12 long years. Before we'd even met, I had
He
visions
knew
that I would
and
be
loved
protecting
you
him.
before he met you. You dreamed
By a whole
he
11
dreamed
years.
you into life.
I had a dream. I saw a great plain of water, and on it a man was walking with a Cubs hat on. And he said unto me, I will be your king for at least 12 months. No more,
Yay.
no less. No refunds.
And James is gonna be a poltergeist. Yay!
Yay! Can I be a poultrygeist?
No, but you can be a chicken geist.
Excellent. My bosoms will be even more enjoyable.
They will. There'll be some really nice breasts. There's no doubt about that. And
Kentucky Fried.
oh, you can be the poultry guy.
It's perfect.
Oh, you're gonna be the poltergeist that plants a bomb. Okay, so my theater gets blown up again. Fine. You know what? At this point,
Perfect.
it's okay. I can deal with it. I'm used to it. It's happened quite a few times. Oh shit! I'm playing the Rugrats porn spoof. Well, at least you don't have to worry about the cops showing up.
Oh god. They can't arrest you if you're already dead. That's the secret.
Oh my god, before I bid you all good night, everyone is pardoned and Order 66 is cancelled. Well, that's nice.
Yay!
Woohoo! Anything
Did I say he was a bastard? I meant he was a loving king, and I love him. All hail King Kurt.
Yay!
Friendly reminder, folks, if you die owing money, you've beat the system.
Oh my god. Well, on that bombshell, Dan, do you have anything that you want to tell people about before we go?
Only the one thing. Plans are sort of in motion, looking at what to kind of do with the channel. So for the time being, still, there's not going to be too many new uploads. Hoping to have a new video out in the next couple of weeks, which was the last thing I recorded before all this throat stuff kicked off. So hopefully by the end of the month, there'll be a new one up. It was a charity video for the highest donator on our charity stream back in February-March time. So that's coming out towards the end of the month. In the meantime, if you are having a bit of a TYTD withdrawal, which is totally understandable because I'm ace,
Yes,
there's the Wild World of Ed Wood, which is a collection of 7 reviews of Ed Wood movies that's available on Bandcamp. And there's also a lovely hour-long conversation with King Kurt and your beautiful self, Triv, as we talk through the history of Ed Wood's movies and the Tim Burton Ed Wood movie. So head over there and pick that up if you like, and hopefully enjoy it. We worked really hard on it, and I'm very proud of it. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully new videos coming later in the year, but we've got to wait and see how the new medications and stuff work out on my throat. So
Absolutely. Well,
thanks again,
wish
guys.
you best, and all the quick recovery and all that good stuff, and hopefully everything holds well. On my side, Meet the Feebles has been out for a month. I don't know where that month went. But I should have new stuff dropping here in the next couple weeks. I got a couple of scripts done, so it's just a matter of getting everything edited together. Also, merch, mugs are dropping here soon. I will put out some kind of a thing for that, probably a little commercially type thing, and then both on Twitter and Insta. So anyway, you guys have yourselves an excellent night. Don't work too hard, etc. Enjoy your week. We love you. Happy birthday to Jen and DMC. May you guys have an excellent time. And Jen, please stay safe. We're keeping you in mind. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So that's about it. Y'all have yourselves a brilliant rest of your Saturday night or Sunday morning, as it were. We'll see you next time.
My bosoms will miss you.